as Tinker starts figuring it out, he starts writing. He starts off writing quickly, but then it just slows and eventually stops. And he kind of like he puts all the pieces together just mentally, and he closes the book slowly without his usual sort of snappy sort of pace. He goes, Forest.
Hey.
This is not a good stick.
I forget every week that's coming.
It's
It just, I don't know. I love it. It's the dumbest little thing, and it makes me happy, and you all have to live through it because of that.
Well, that happens.
Hi, everyone. Welcome in, everybody.
Hey. Oh, how's it going?
Everybody.
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 I knew you were gonna do it, and I was ready for it, and I still wasn't ready. Damn it.
but my soul was ready for that one. Oh,
Good, good.
true.
Your soul should always be ready for
Yeah.
90s boy band. That's
Absolutely.
just-
I'm just got it stuck in my head
There's
now.
there's a lot of
Whoa.
different everybody songs that you can bounce off of.
yeah.
Speaking of 90s boy bands, has everyone seen the latest thumbnail for that's
Oh
on our
my
YouTube
God.
channel? My gosh,
It's so
that a
good.
90s boy band
So
right there.
good.
I swear Cuddly Raptor swooned when she saw it.
Yeah, I sure did.
Yep.
Because I definitely grew up on boy bands and not Broadway.
Of course.
Yeah, definitely.
definitely.
Sure.
Yeah.
sure.
All we were missing was the frosted tips.
Oh, we need that's
true.
classic.
It's all right. Give me
Next
enough
time-
time and the grays will come through and you
No,
get
no, no. Next time, here's what I'll do. The
Yeah,
next
yeah.
time, I'll just copy paste Guy Fieri's hair onto everyone.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, please. Even me, even if I'm not in there, I just want it like photoshopped
Okay.
onto whatever
I'm gonna
social
put it on my
media I
notes.
have.
Cuddly with frosted tips in
Yes.
the thumbnail.
Yes.
But then you need a little chat bubble that says, "Why am I here?" Because Cuddly's just not in
I'm
the
not
vault
in
at
there.
all. Like just no.
Yeah, I love
That's
it.
wild.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yep.
Wonderful.
Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome to another Sunday with the Natural 30s. As always, I am Josie Poser, the Dungeon Mistress, benevolent and generous. I never do anything harmful towards my player.
Cube.
I mean, you gave us a boat, so I can't even say
I
anything.
gave you a boat.
You gave us a fish boat.
Did give us a
I
fish
did.
boat.
There's
I
the app.
gave you
I'm
fish
good.
boat. I gave you
I
fish
do
boat.
appreciate fish boat. I love fish boat.
Cuddly, while you introduce yourself and your character, tell us how much you like fish boat.
Oh God. Okay. Well, I'll introduce myself first. Hi, I'm Cuddly Raptor. I do play the grumpy sorceress known as Mirelle. And you know what? Mirelle and I both really love Fishboat. Mirelle was like, we did have a slight miscommunication last time. We thought it was going to go downhill. It didn't. Saved it. Nailed it. Fishboat is just like, Fishboat is just, it's, words can't describe how nice Fishboat is. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm going to give it over to Aussie DevPro, who might have some better words to describe how much we love Fishboat.
Undulating, throbbing,
Oh, I hate these words.
moist,
Oh, these are terrible words. These are not.
teeth-filled more. I swear that I winked at me. These are all things we love
These are
about
true
Fishboat.
facts.
Oh,
Yes.
True facts
no.
about
Hi, I'm
Fishboat.
Aussie DevPro, and I play Tinker Slobbersnout, the tiny little kobold artificer that almost jumped into the giant mouth for science. And I'll throw it up to the person who enabled Tinker to open the door to the moor.
The blame game. Blame game.
I take no responsibility. Despite it being thrust upon me, I have no knowledge of this responsibility. Hi, I'm Roju. You might know me as Participation Award. I play Forrest Barkley in this game, who is our Goliath Paladin, and all-round good boy. What else? What is there to say about Fishboat that hasn't already been said? It's watertight as far as we know. It hasn't sunk yet.
Important.
Important. It could be improved. In fact, we've got room for expansion. So more mouths. In other words, yeah. More moist orifices, which we all love for our fish boats. And I just realized fish boat. Never mind. Yeah, I mean, look, what more is there to say? Oh, yeah, also, I really love that he's just, like, actually embodying the tiny little, like, mounted fish in the cabin. That's a big plus in my boat.
My boat.
What do you reckon, Orb?
Well, I reckon I need to watch the last pod because I've been very busy last week. Also, the most unreliable internet person here. All good so
Yeah, we
far.
lost Orb.
That's right. I lost Orb, and I got a promotion at work, which has consumed my life.
Not so yay for consuming lives.
You know, it's
Promotion.
consumes lives. The fish boat.
So all these.
Oh my god, you
jokes
guys have that in common.
all these jokes I've been making is gone straight over my head.
Oh, I
But-
can't wait for you to meet fish boat.
I'm gonna enjoy myself. I play Trish, the all-knowing book person, not knowing real life person. Forever grump, forever crying, forever will shoot with a satisfying gun. Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Roju, before your trigger finger hits the button,
Yeah.
we have some announcements.
Oh, we do. Yeah.
Some of you may have noticed on Discord and on the app formerly known as Twitter, we have a competition.
Gasp.
We have a competition. A fan art competition is currently active. Anyone who wants to partake can do so. We ask that you upload with spoiler tags your art to our fan art channel in Discord, and our local art enthusiast and purveyor, Denny, will show us these artworks without letting us know who did them. So we will make an unbiased voting on our favorite piece of art, and the winner will be drawn on the 23rd of November and revealed on the 24th, and the winner will receive a little gift package with some Natural 30s merch.
Oh my
What?
god.
You're saying we can get Natural 30s merch if we enter the competition?
No way. Could you get
Yeah.
a t-shirt?
Yeah!
What about
What
a
about a
hat?
hat?
Yeah!
No way. You know what I always wanted to do? I wanted to put pins on my hat. Do you have something for me?
I do. The winner of the competition will get 4 pins with the 4 members of the party.
Oh my lord!
Wow. What a treat.
That's
What about
incredible.
stickers, Larzapan? We have stickers. They are not part of the prize package, but you can buy them now on our Redbubble shop.
Yeah. But just so it's clear, the prize is indeed a t-shirt, a hat, and some little small-sized pins that you could pin on it if you wanted to, or pin
Yeah.
wherever you want. Don't let me tell you.
Yeah.
But you want a pin on the DM? Well,
Mhm.
that's maybe something not for the fan art competition, but maybe something we could talk about. Getting some merch done otherwise.
But once again, join the Discord, get in the channel for the fan art competition, and make sure you tag any fan art you put in there with spoilers, so that we don't inadvertently see it, because we wanna go on the day and be surprised and delighted.
Yes. So let all your friends know. Retweet that tweet. Tell your friends about our channel. We will be posting an announcement on YouTube as well after stream. And I think, is that the end of our announcements?
I think so.
I think so.
Also, if you're a podcast listener, come join our Discord. There's good people in there.
It's true.
Come
It's
draw
authority.
what you think we all look like.
That's a great one.
Oh
Or
my
That's
draw,
amazing.
draw the
Java.
cast members
Yeah,
as their player characters.
That'd be so cool, actually, to see like people who
Yeah.
haven't seen any of the official art, seeing like what their brain canon is. Interesting. Anyway, we've got an
Very
intro to roll. We'll be back in a second. What?
Oh.
Soup.
Rudy, can we fade out and back in, please?
I don't. Oh gosh, that might break everything.
Welcome back to Good Soup with Natural 30s.
Good soup.
I'm your host,
Yeah.
Carrot.
Good kombucha. I'm sorry. Okay, we're gonna need 10 seconds. Just let it out. Just let it out. Let's go.
No,
Let's just
no,
get
I'm
it out
good.
of
I'm
our
good.
system.
Soup's gone. Soup's gone. I'm good.
For now.
But what about the bread?
It's toast.
Are you cereal?
I had toast for
Damn it all.
Thanks, we'll be here all night.
Honestly, that's why he's the oat.
Hey, JC, how about you tell us about what happened last week?
Yeah, but I also have this week's
Yeah,
lore
yeah.
nugget.
Oh.
If anyone would
We need.
like to
I
hear
need
it.
my lore nugget.
All
Okay.
right, let's,
You like
let's
the lore
tune in
nuggets?
for nuggies, folks. Let's go.
Here we go. Great stars of old, wherefore have you left us to stumble in the dark? Often heard like whispers in the wind within the dark chambers of the Screaming Gorge. Last week, the party found themselves stranded on a cliffside, ruins of an old castle that were still breaking through the surface of the Dead Steel Sea. A boat, a ship, was stuck against this cliffside as Forrest and Mirel, who were the ones who'd made it most unscathed out of the water, climbed aboard and started investigating. They left Tinker in charge, responsible for babysitting the currently panicked Trish trying to save her books. One near drowning, seemingly traumatized Vanya was being cared for by Nyla. Their friendship starting to show through the time they've spent as adversaries lately. Tinker promptly abandoned his responsibility, joined the others on the ship, and they found a talking fish mounted on the wall in what could only be described as a captain's quarters. After some sleuthing, Mirel realized that this fish was in fact moving. Tinker then threatened it with his tongue, as he is wont to do lately. Sticking his tongue into fish is his new hobby. And you've done it more than once. It's a hobby now.
When was the second time?
We'll talk about that later.
Oh shit.
Turns out this boat is in a way possessed, in a way formed by a leviathan. Abandoning its old body, a leviathan had fused with this ship. For camouflage, for safety, who knows? But it was in fact stuck, and it needed help. It offered its services to Mirel, mentioning something about knowing who she is. There was a language barrier that they quickly overcame, and Forrest and Tinker went down to one of the Leviathan, known in wave speech as Hold Eater, but with no real name in common so far. Tinker and Forrest went down into what might have been an engine room, and turns out one of its 3 mouths were down there. This large, gaping hole, surrounded by teeth, had what can only be described as a splinter in its gums. Together, they managed to get this splinter out. The boat, the ship, thanked them, and then said, as long as it can get loose from where it's currently stuck, it will happily take them wherever they need to go. The rest were brought up on the ship. You explored and found that there are several rooms. There's storages, cabins, a meeting room as well, and there's a broken mast. The ship explained that it can consume materials to change itself from within, as well as needing sustenance to move, as it is in fact a living being. You spent the night resting after the day's escapades within what you've started referring to as the Scrapyard's Trap. But as morning comes, Forrest swims down to examine where the ship is stuck and returns with information that about 3 big tree trunks worth needs to be cut off. And you've gathered to make plans on how to move forward. And for those of you listening and watching, after last episode, the party leveled up.
Yeah.
Oh,
baby.
They are now level 5, and that comes
5.
with new powers and new responsibilities.
Responsibilities.
more cannon.
Responsibility. Hold on,
I
hold
don't know
on.
about all that.
So the morning comes too. Early morning. Forrest has just come out of the water after examining below. Mirel, who's currently been sleeping in the captain's quarters. The only one who appears comfortable with sharing room with this talkative mounted fish. The floor is yours, everyone, as you are aboard the ship known as the Hold Eater.
I don't see your Trish token.
It's true. It's true. There is no Trish token.
Okay, where is? I think Tinker's in the mouth room.
Here you are.
I think you
Welcome.
did go back in there, yes.
Oh, there we go.
Hey,
Now you're all on deck.
Hey.
I won't show you the deck.
Huzzah.
But I want to see the deck.
So I think Trish is gonna try and look for books.
Books?
She's on the hunt to go look for books anywhere and everywhere. So she's probably gonna want to start in the captain's cabin.
In the captain's cabin, there is a singular book, an empty logbook.
she's gonna take that.
Okay. So you walk into the room where Mirel is currently getting ready for the day, and you just nab the book from the writing desk.
Yep. Just grab it and walks back out.
Morel is going to look to the fish as if to say, was that okay?
The response you get is,
Like, the book is already ours. We don't need to take it anywhere.
fish.
And she's already like walking directly to the bow of the boat. Like she's hightailing it to the front.
Ah.
You have walked past a tinker who was wielding his cannon.
And
Beautiful.
and I suppose a still naked Forrest who's trying to dry himself off.
I didn't realize
wouldn't be the
he
first
wasn't
time
wearing underwear.
Frisch walked by a naked forest.
God.
Actually, I just realized Tinker's height is very very
Oh,
not very
Let's
Yeah,
just say
you-
you'd be able to see it at face
Fine.
value, won't you?
high. Anyway, Tinker's wheeling his
No
cannon
grabby hand.
towards the edge of the boat, and he's about to like he considers jumping and then goes, no, that's not going to work. And so he just, and then he thinks for a moment and he goes, wait, no, it will work, and he jumps off the boat.
He jumps off the boat.
Yeah.
Okay. As you jump off, you have the sudden image in your head as you saw Forrest climbing back up onto the boat. His entire behind was red and sore.
Yes, but Tinker casts Featherfall.
You know what? I love it. What does it look like?
Nice, nice.
What is
So
Tinker's feather falling?
He pulls out a pillow.
And he's just gonna land
Out of
on
his
the pillow.
backpack, and he lands on the pillow.
He puts the pillow under his feet. It breaks the wind, and somehow slows him down. The power of belief is strong in Tinker. Napkin
you
math
ask-
is Tinker's way of life.
If you ask Tinker later, he will explain just how the pillow works. But if anyone saw him, he just pulled a pillow out of his backpack and stuck it under his butt as he
And then just like slowly descended
Yeah,
on
he stood-
it.
I love that.
He just slows down midair, and
Yeah.
he lands on. Do you want to land in the water or on the cliff side? Because you're facing the cliff side.
he lands on the cliffside. Yeah.
So you land on the cliffs. I'm gonna need you to roll a d10 for me.
Uh-oh. Cliff is suddenly not there. He's actually more mouths.
Yeah, it's all mouths.
Just
All
another
along.
mouth.
It was
that
mouth
grew
all
in the
along.
It always
Mouths
was.
all along.
Five.
There is a moment where the wind picks up and it threatens to blow you into the side of the ship as you're hovering down.
Oh.
And you realize the wind is quite strong today, but not super powerful. It's just constant, and it's almost like it's deliberately fighting against you. Wherever you want to go, it's like the wind is blowing in your face.
Hmm.
Rude.
Such bothersome wind. One day I'll master you. One day. And yeah, he
On his
lands.
Pokemon journey.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, his battle bug is safely nestled in his room. It is no longer in the backpack; it is in his room.
Probably for the best, yeah.
And yeah, he will start like sort of like he'd leave his backpack. He'd sort of set it up into cannon mode, so he has used one of his cannon charge for the long rest.
Yep.
And he will he'll sort of sort of dive into the water for a little bit, have a look around, and essentially going off what Forrest said about the tree trunk style like bone that's like attached to the boat. He would be sort of just assessing, figuring out, whether he thinks he can essentially blow through it.
In order to do so, he would have to go down into the water.
He'd be doing that.
So Tinker, with his cannon, swims down into the water. Your cannon definitely weighing you down a little bit.
But if he makes it into the tiny form,
Oh, it's a tiny form.
yeah,
then
because
you're
it's got the
probably
same
better.
attack power, so like
Yeah.
it doesn't change what it does.
That's true. So you have your handheld cannon as you swim down into the water, and you indeed see these thick, almost like old oak trunk-sized vertebrae spines attached to the bottom of the ship. Like they've grown into the ship itself.
Well, looks around. No one's around to stop him.
So he's gonna start blasting.
He aims and fires.
Okay. What type of cannon is this?
Force.
Force. Roll to hit. You do have, because of the water, you have disadvantage on these attacks.
That is completely understandable. Where is cannon? Good old cannon.
Good old cannon.
Good old cannon.
Good old cannon.
Good old cannon. That's it.
They don't seem hard to hit. They're quite big, and you can get up close. It's more the currents moving, having to tread water, taking into account the recoil of the cannon itself, just having to hold quite steady, and it's proving difficult.
Yeah. That is a natural 20.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
but disadvantage.
And then on your
Oh.
disadvantage.
Just roll a second one. It's fine.
Yeah,
Just roll a
yeah,
second
roll.
one.
You've
Just
done
roll-
it before.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Fine. You know, we'll take instead a 23.
23 will definitely
what?
hit.
We
Feel
love
free to
that.
roll damage.
Excellent. We love that. 2d8 plus 3. 2d8.
2d8 plus 3.
Yeah,
That's really
2d8
nice
plus 3
one.
now. Yeah.
Great.
That's a heck of a damage bump.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're looking at 12 damage, 12 force damage.
12 points of damage. There's definitely a significant crack forming, and all of you on board the ship just feel this sudden shudder.
Oh,
Whoa.
Because the
What
boat
the-
is ever so slightly, like, leaning to the side where it is.
Trish
And there's just a sudden
is-
shudder in the boat.
Trish is not unfazed by this, as she's writing in the log.
And I'm gonna rush over to the side of the ship where Tinker jumped off.
I suppose he's. Oh, that's a wall.
And
apparently.
yeah, that's theater of the mind.
Yeah, yeah.
And in fact, I'll put us back to main. And sort of like look over the edge. It's presumably I can see some sort of like ripples or waves coming out of it.
And there's definitely, like, from the side, because the ship has along the bottom this metal plating, and there's definitely, like, where the waves crash against the
Some
ship
kind of
itself.
shock
It's just
wave.
like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
About like maybe a
And
couple
you
of
also
seconds.
see, like, coming into vision is Tinker being, like, ricocheted
Oh, yeah, he's
backwards by the
going
recoil.
Like a torpedo.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Spewing
third,
through the
what is it?
water.
The third rule of movement.
Yeah.
You can swear as you hear like as bubbles like pop, you hear this. And then when he stops moving, he pops his head out of the water. He goes, "All right, it works. I'll have us going in a jiffy." And
Was
he starts
was
slowly-
that you,
slowly-
Tinker?
Oh, most certainly me. When is it not me?
Did it work?
Oh, most certainly. It absolutely worked. 100% worked. Might want to brace yourselves.
Did it crack right through?
Oh, it cracked about. And he sort of starts gesturing with the hands, and he just starts sinking back into the water.
All right.
Uh,
Go into the cabin. Morel, Tinker says he thinks he's going to blow us free, I think. So you want to hold on.
that is what that was. All right.
Trish, just go back on to Trish, hold on to something. Tinker says he's going to blow the boat off the thing.
She's too engrossed in writing, so she would have heard you, but not ignored. Just more like, huh?
Yeah.
Don't go over the side. That would be so unfortunate.
Trish just stumbles off and we just leave
Two
without us.
unkillers. We're gonna
Um,
accidentally
with
kill
your
Halter.
keen mind, your high intellect, a slightly more significant blast, and you will break one of these spines.
That's fine because he still has 24 shots. So
Yes.
like he's fine. He's all good.
So
It'll
start
probably be around this
blasting.
point. He would surely like he'd be able to sort of, after a couple of goes, sort of learn how to sort of angle himself a bit better and maybe shake off that disadvantage.
No, because this is because of your lack of a swimming speed.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, we'll just
If you had
roll.
if you had a swimming speed, you'd be
It
good.
would be super hard to like keep yourself stationary enough in the
Yeah.
in the water with the waves.
And-
You know.
That's true. That's true. All right, that's fine. That's fine.
But just roll another couple of 20s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just do that.
Yeah, just
You'll
do
be
that.
fine.
Just
Just do that. Easy.
trying to find an easy way to roll just a flat d20 with the disadvantage, but it's just not happening. So I'm just gonna roll.
You can do it. Right click and click disadvantage.
Oh, I just realized. Yes, no.
You can also
No?
roll in Foundry
Yes,
by doing
no?
/R to D20, and then you can just click the drop down and see what the individual's rolls
Alright.
were.
We're gonna try this.
Yes.
Ooh, that just added them. That's right. I can judge it. So that will be a 15 to hit.
A 15 will hit.
Oh,
damage.
look at that. Let's go.
They are not hard to hit. It's the water that's the issue. The
The
AC on these
water.
things are quite low.
All right, that is 13 damage this time.
That is
Nice.
exactly what you needed. So the first spine is suddenly blown apart, not creating this huge difference in space, but cracked enough where you can tell that if you crack all of them, the boat will be able to come free.
Awesome.
So
again,
the first one is broken, and I will let you know because you got the exact amount. They have 25 hit points.
Oh.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Excellent.
There's another
um,
boom.
so again, you hear the follow up.
As he like getting to doggy paddles back into position. Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You just hear the
It's like
boom,
Murloc
the boat
noises.
shake, the as he is flying, and then just this fall as he paddles back.
Oh, that's
And-
amazing.
At this point, Nyla comes up to the top deck and just asks, "What's happening? Why is the boat
Yeah.
shaking?"
Or,
wait, I'd like to punctuate that, Josie, with a hold on.
with another.
The
With
next
another-
one,
Hang on. Okay, that was a natural 20 again, but hang on, I'm
Oh,
gonna roll the
oh.
disadvantage.
you can roll with
20.
disadvantage. 20 to hit. Boom. Another shudder just echoes through.
Don't worry about it. It's just Tinker blowing the boat free, I think.
Just
But
And-
hold on to something.
looks at all of you like, okay.
Oh, that was only
Okay.
6 damage that time. So that one.
Not a terrible one. Not a... Yes!
Nice.
That's great.
And Nyla just says, okay, I that's great.
At that point,
Yeah.
Trish is walking back and puts the log back where it was originally.
So you just put the book back?
Yep.
Okay.
Is
Tinker,
the fish awake?
fire at will. The fish is just like starting to open its eyes.
Okay, Mirel is really quick gonna ask it. Do you feel this? Does this hurt?
Oh, damn. This one might miss.
Oh no.
Nah, you'll be fine.
No, it's totally gonna miss. That's 12 to hit.
12 is exactly what you needed. The Hold Eater opens its eyes on the wall, turns its head towards you, Mirel, and says, "Hold on, I gotta remember how I did the voice."
16 damage.
Ooh.
16 points of damage. Wow,
Yeah.
nice.
Hey, damn.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
Does it hurt?
I mean, it's like pulling off a splinter or a nail, even though I don't have nails.
Ooh.
You see Trish's now like writing more in the book.
It's like, you know, when you've got a barnacle attached to you and you have to go scrape it off, but it doesn't wanna.
All right.
It's not pleasant, but I know I'll be okay.
Just
No, Tinker's getting tired. That was a
yeah.
That one there's just a sudden explosion and the surface of the water just slams up and you're all suddenly, like, water rains down on all of you.
Oh no.
Tinker,
if you
I
had your
just got dry.
If you had your eyes to the side of the ship Tinker's on, you would have seen him go, ah! As he like fired underneath him and sent himself into the air.
Oh my
Do you
God.
need a hand down there?
Oh no. Oh, this is really quite fun, actually.
Tinker's having like the most fun that he's had in weeks.
Just keep count on your fired shots.
I am. I got 20 more shots. Yeah, 20 more shots.
That level up sure helped.
Excellent.
Josie, you sound thrilled.
Oh.
I'm just waiting for you to shoot
Going
again. I
back
got my
to
button on
getting
the sound
tired.
effect.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. Roll the disadvantage. So 20 to hit.
Roll damage. Sorry, this is a great sound
That's a
effect.
great boom.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
We
That is
absolutely have to
13
mount
damage.
cannons on this thing.
13 damage. With that, the second spine is broken free, and you all feel the boat starting to slowly tilt more to the side as the weight is getting redistributed.
Tinker did not think this through. He's just started.
Yeah, Tinker, you start to realize that maybe you need to fire from a longer distance, or the ship might crash down on you.
Nice. Nice.
Say that, Josie.
Tinker should know this.
Point and blank is so much more fun, you know.
So much more effective, you know?
Yeah. Look, okay, so you know he can fire up to. It does have a range of 120 feet. He really could be doing this from ages away.
Yeah, you could probably be doing this for sure. Let's be real.
Oh, all right. He'll back up a bit, I suppose, to a safe distance.
Quote unquote, yeah.
I mean, that's really what we have to do. All right.
It's like he's struggling against his own sense of self-preservation.
Yeah. That's an 11 to hit this time.
An 11 to hit. Okay, I'm gonna try a different sound effect.
Oh. That would hit.
All of a sudden you hear a, I didn't do it.
And the boat goes, I think one of my windows broken. As you accidentally hit like the hull of the ship itself, and the shockwave just traveled up and shattered a window.
Hold on, I will.
How many? So does each cabin have a window?
I believe some of them do. I know that
Not
the
anymore.
captain's quarters have several windows.
Okay, how many windows are
Yeah,
on the ship?
which
Josie?
window
Rough.
broke?
Yeah, which window? I want to roll for which window.
Yeah.
I want to know who's.
Yeah,
window.
roll a d6.
A D6. All right.
Roll a d6.
3.
3. It was actually the big window by the little kitchenette.
No.
Not the kitchenette window.
Oh.
All right.
Man.
Meryl's gonna quick run downstairs in between the intermittent blasts
Yeah.
and sort of swing open
There's
the
just
mouth
glass
door.
glass and water all over the stove.
God, and she's like, Tinker will clean that up later. And she's just gonna hold on to like the doorway and swing the mouth door open and just like fire a level 2 spell into, I don't care which spell, whatever.
Does he want spells or did he just want like magic? He
I
just
mean,
wanted a spell
I'm just
slot.
using a spell slot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gonna
expending
For the
some
purposes
energy.
of I'm just expending a level 2.
Ah, yeah.
So, Tinker, as you fire, you hit the hull of the ship. Trish, who's currently in the captain's quarters, you just hear Hold Eater say, "Hold on!" As you feel the entire ship starts almost thrumming. And Tinker, you feel it in the water. There's like these strange vibrations coming.
Oh.
And everyone on the ship, you start feeling as the ship starts almost rocking on its own. Just ever so slightly. And you just see the cracks forming in these spines.
Tinker would like to
one
expel
remaining bit,
another charge on the cannon to propel himself towards the surface to get out of the water. I don't think I need to.
Suddenly, Tinker flies through the air. You will take 2 points of falling damage as you land back on deck.
Can I try and catch him?
Yes, I will say you can. Make an athletics check. I would say the DC here probably like a 14.
I got 24.
Yeah,
I just see like because he's sort of just been leaning over, watching what's happening, and then he's just like,
catch him. Mirel, as you come upstairs, you see currently turning around Forrest in his birthday suit, Princess carrying Tinker, who's wet as a dog. And the ship is just rocking back and forth. And as you're in the stairs, you hear from below deck.
Trish is gonna detect thoughts on the fish.
On the fish?
On the fish.
Okay. While you're doing that, I want everyone besides Mirel to make Constitution saving throws.
Hello?
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 This is a seasickness check.
Yeah. Literally.
Forrest, I'm sorry.
No. I was like, my boy wouldn't be seasick, but
Suddenly,
maybe.
like as you're holding Tinker, both you and Tinker at the same time just go.
You do realize what's in Tinker's mouth and body, Forrest?
I mean, vomit is acid anyway.
Oh, but this
this
is Tinker we're talking about. Tinker, realizing the plight that could literally kill his friend, he leaps.
if Forrest clocks that you're like looking like you're gonna vomit, he's gonna like hold you out like a child who's about to, do something
over the railing.
Yeah, over the railing. But then if Forrest, I'm gonna Lion King Tinker over the edge. and then as Tinker vomits, Forrest, who I assume also failed here, also vomits on the back of his head.
Yeah. So.
Oh God!
It's fine. Trish has had training in resisting nausea. It's been part of your training.
Mm-hmm.
But there's definitely sounds coming from below deck as well. As the boat there's a sudden crack, and the boat tilts and slides down into the water, actually bringing itself down to the level where it should sit. There's a splash. The waves crash down on these ruins that were next to where it was stuck. And as it slides into the water below Tinker, as you look down, you see this massive skeleton that you have dislodged the ship from. And from inside you hear, "I'm free! I'm free!"
Amazing. And so I just want to be clear about this. Mirel has walked up the stairs to see Tinker projectile vomit over the side, and then Forrest just spew on the back of his head.
It's like Forrest was barely keeping it together beforehand,
and
and then
downwards.
Trying to aim. Yeah. Okay, awesome. And she sees that, and she just turns and goes the other way to the cabin. She just leaves. God.
Not my circus, not my monkeys.
Not my circus, not my monkeys.
Naked,
No, she like takes a moment. And she's no, not today, not today.
So, what thoughts is the fish having?
The fish is thinking very much. It's very much like a language you don't understand. Does detect thoughts let you understand the thoughts?
For duration, read the thoughts of certain creatures. When cast, your actions on each turn, blah, 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 blah. If the creature you choose has an intelligence of 3 or lower, it doesn't speak any language, the creature is unaffected. More or less,
It doesn't say.
it doesn't say.
Okay, then I'll say that you get more of an emotional response rather than actual words. And you just get this elation, this freedom, an excitement to travel, a sense of nostalgia.
Okay.
Like this, almost like the ship has, ants in its pants. It wants to get
Right.
moving. It wants to get going.
Trish is gonna walk up to the fish, sort of like brings her head nearly in line with where it's laying, and going, "So, are you technically the captain?"
What do you mean?
A ship
I'm
needs a
just a
captain.
boat.
You're a
Well-
boat,
I'm a boat.
but I've read in my books the boat is tiny. This is the ship. You've been calling yourself a boat wrong all these years. You're a ship. Ships are glorious things.
I'm glorious?
Yes,
Oh.
yes, you're glorious.
Well, thank you.
And you need a captain, don't you?
What does the captain do?
They help, like, help your adventures, make it really exciting, and they look after you when you're hurt and sore, and they try and protect the ship, the beautiful ship, as much as they can.
So Morel's my captain?
That's exactly my thoughts. Morel is your captain, but don't tell anyone else, because Morel won't accept the position. But she's going to be a secret captain, okay?
A secret captain.
Yes. So whenever she comes in and she has an idea and she suggests it, we listen to her first, okay?
I was gonna do that anyway.
I like
It's a
you a
sign of a
lot.
good captain.
I like you a lot.
Thank you. You should probably call everyone in here. I got
Yes,
some
yes.
stuff I need to say.
Yes, let me just go grab the captain.
The
Shoot.
captain, and the fish tries to wink, but it's just, it's just
It's just a fish.
it's just a fish.
It's
They
just
don't actually blink. I've learned.
No, that's what
You
makes this
actually
weird.
almost-
Also,
Yeah.
if we're being honest, it's a taxidermy fish.
yeah.
It could blink. It just like folds itself kind of over the eye.
Don't tell me it's like one of those novelty berry fishes that just slap on the wood, just and sings the song.
That's
That's
exactly what
exactly
this
yeah.
is.
100%
Oh my
yes.
lord!
Oh, Storm.
That's
Oh.
exactly what this is.
Oh, I hate it even more.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wow. Wow, you just told it was glorious. You can't take it back now.
Yeah.
No,
No take backsies.
That's orb hating this. Not. So yeah, Trish is gonna go to the door, as she's probably just gonna bump into Morel.
Yeah,
as she-
you almost collide in the doorway because she's on her way.
And she goes, "Oh, hi, Captain. I mean, hey guys, everyone. The fish has things to say."
All right.
Oh,
I would say the seasickness has definitely calmed down because the boat, sure, it's in the water, but it's not actively rocking.
just give us a sec to clean up. I'll be there, and also put some
Yeah.
clothes back on.
As
Nyla comes up with the chamber pot and just like hoists the contents over the side of the ship.
Trish is going to quickly telepathically talk to the fish and go, look, it's our captain. She's amazing, isn't she?
And
just
out
see her.
loud, you all hear, I know, right?
Meryl's just gonna look at the fish.
Trish is actually smiling for the
And I
first
know
time.
left.
That is good. You need them.
Trish was actually
Got a
smiling.
really high deception check.
It's great because do I need to roll anything? I'm not gonna
No.
roll. She wasn't paying attention.
No.
Yeah.
It's just a quick cover.
Yeah.
A couple of minutes
As
later.
you're gathering, Nyla,
kidding
who's
me?
headed down, checks in with all of you and says, do you need me for anything? Vanya is doing a little bit better, but let's just say she's not really taking to the water as well.
Is there anything that we can do?
Not really. I was just thinking you look like you're about to have a meeting. Do you need me for anything? Will you give me the footnotes?
Yes, the fish wanted to tell us something, so we can relay the message.
Right, the fish.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, and she's just gonna leave.
And after she leaves, Forrest leads down to Morel and goes, why does she want to know about feet?
No. The footnotes are you have a you do not read. So Forrest, if you did read, you have a big document and you do not want to read it all, and you just look at the bottom and they might summarize what is said. So you only read this much instead of this much.
Oh. But if you could read, why not read the whole thing?
Some people can read but do not like to.
Folks are confusing. Anyway. Let's see what the fish wants.
You all enter, and as you all come into the captain's quarters, Hold Eater says, I've got good news and bad news.
Oh.
Which one do you want first?
Oh, you always start with the bad news.
Bad news, yes.
I don't know where we're going.
Oh, that's
Oh,
not
that's
the
not
worst
so bad.
news.
No, but also, like, not a fish anymore. I'm a boat. I don't know where to go or how to go. Well, I can move, but I can't really navigate like this.
Well, that's alright. I figure I saw people do it once, and I know Morel knows boats real well. And I know how to drive a cart, and it can't be much different from that, right?
Yeah, I just want to say if someone points me in the direction and I can keep to try going that way, that's just, it's really hard. I
Trish,
used to be a fish. I would navigate by currents, and I can't really feel them anymore. And I don't have eyes that can see where we're going.
Trish is
Maybe
just
that's
gonna-
the first thing we need is you need to grow a pair of eyes. Right on the front.
What?
No, not
Oh,
eyes.
But what? Does the fish boat ship not have a wheel?
It does
It
have
does?
It does actually have a wheel, yes.
So, does that mean we cannot just drive the boat?
No, yeah, what I'm saying is if you point me, and I go.
Hey, we can do that.
Well, there's Trish actually just points in a direction, just to see. That way.
Oh, all right. And you all start feeling the boat like rock a little bit as it slowly starts moving.
No, stop. Don't go in a random direction. Hold on. We
All
do
right.
have a particular place we want to get to. So we'll figure out the direction and then we will point.
Great.
What is the good news?
I can go.
Great.
Well,
You know what? That is good news. We should have probably started with that, though, to be honest.
I can't go very fast though.
How do
I mean,
you
I got
go?
I got some energy. Thanks, Mirel. I can go a little bit faster for a bit.
But how do you move?
Like I always do. I wiggle my tail.
And you feel like the back of the boat like shakes a little bit.
Sure, that checks out.
No, if we just get the sail, remember, the big broken mast out there? We fix that up, we might be able to,
I'd probably
sail
help.
this ship. Like it's a ship,
Oh.
and not a fish.
Oh, is that what that bit of broken stick out there is for?
Yes.
Oh, it had a
How-
one of them big things. I see. Yeah, right.
Honestly, probably should have fixed that before freeing the ship, but,
Well,
do we?
who do we fix it?
No idea. Let's go
How
on.
much
You're feeding
energy
me
do
wood.
you need? Wood. Oh, wood. Oh,
Feed
few
you
wood
wood.
here.
Yeah.
I didn't know if we have any wood.
I mean, I'd also need a quite substantial amount. A mast is pretty tall,
Like,
and then we need a sail
how many trees
and
do you
rope.
reckon?
That's one thing I've learned. Always rope.
Oh, we have
Um,
rope.
Trish goes, "Oh, I have a shipwright book that is."
The pages are falling out.
No.
And she turns around and she actually goes, "You know what? Stuff these books. I don't need them." As she's
Wait.
like, still
Rich,
like,
we do need your books. Your books are really, honestly, your books are possibly the best possible thing right now. Do you have some form of, sack that just holds all your books or something? Like, do you have a bag within your bag that holds all your books?
Don't do
no,
it.
no, they're just.
Okay, can you
Oh.
just give me all your books?
I mean, I was gonna keep the good ones.
Oh, not the good ones. Only the bad ones. Come on.
Well, half of them are down, and she points down or up or wherever the books were. Like, some of them are there, and she's like, got a handful of ones that she thought she could save. Here, you can have these.
Tinker takes the pile of books that you give him, and he races down into the engine room.
Tinker, where?
Runs up.
Oh no! Do not
Sorry.
fall in.
Paper is
Paper is
technically
trees.
free.
Paper is trees.
So he starts chucking books into the mouth.
We're gonna have a paper mass in this tree real bad.
Paper maste.
Get out!
Wait, he's not going to get a paper cut when they go down, right? That'd be awful.
Might.
Oh,
Trish does say
Don't worry,
that.
we'll do it by the book.
yeah.
Fuck's sake.
You throw a couple of books in there. They disappear into the esophagus. And up in the room, you all hear.
Is he really? Trish, you did not want those books, did you?
Well, some of them had a couple of good pages, but I've already read a couple of those books, so hopefully I retrain. Did he just? What did he do? Did he just?
Trish, you should come with me. I'm just going to show you something.
Yeah, has Trish seen the mouth yet?
No, she has not. So
She's
Muriel
in
is
one of the
going to
engine
take
room
her
yet?
to the
Ah.
engine room and be like,
Yeah, that's
just,
probably important. Yeah.
How
yeah.
strong is
Yeah,
your
bring-
stomach?
Not very.
You'll be fine.
As you when you open the door into the engine room, you see Tinker with the last book poised to throw. He's like,
Yeah.
oh,
All right, Orb. I
We'll-
need you to
we'll
follow
go-
me down the stairs.
Yeah, we'll
because
actually
this
go
map is
down
actually
there.
international.
I
just so we
actually
can-
need to do it on the map. Okay.
Just so we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
show
yeah.
chat
Or
really
once
you
need
again.
can, you
to
can
do
just
this.
click your token and then click on the stair icon.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
And then
chat.
come
You
to
get
the
to see it
back
again
of
as
the
well.
ship, if you would, around. Just to. Yep. There you
No,
go. There you go.
Wrong
way.
Oh, sorry. Other back. The right
To
side
the,
of
to
the
the
map.
stern, the starboard side.
The aft.
Right. The aft.
The aft, if you will.
Yeah, and then you want to
Um,
click that staircase.
Yeah, click this staircase
Oh my
right
lord!
in
What
here.
an adventure! Oh my lord! Oh my lord!
See, we missed this last time, so
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here you go,
how do
chat.
you like
So you can
it?
see it again.
Is
This
that
is
an
our fish
eyeball?
It
Yeah.
is.
So you see Tinker with a book, just sort of like standing right up next to the mouth, about to throw it in.
It just happens to be how to look after your cobalt book that's in your hand.
Oh, Tinker sees this and he kind of like he sees it. That's the title. And he's like, and he kind of rips it up a bit.
It would say how to care for your row.
Oh, Rose. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And and Merrill just kind of
Disappears in.
gestures and then waves at the eyeball, gestures again to Trish
Okay.
and goes, "So this is the mouth, one of
Alright.
them."
So can the fish see us in that eye?
That's
Yes.
right.
It blinks.
But
And
he
we-
kind of, I think he said he kind of hear us.
That is right.
and what do we do to the mouth? We just feed it things.
That's right.
Not
Essentially,
just
if you have any
anything.
rubbish that you want to get rid of, it's
No,
really
not
convenient.
rubbish. Rubbish.
As any rubbish, as she's jokingly
No,
like
no.
turning to pick you up.
No, whoa, whoa! We do not play around the mouth, okay? This thing is dangerous. All right.
Right, ground rules. No playing around the mouth.
I was providing sustenance.
That's probably smart, Morel.
He needed wood, right? Paper, technically, is tree. Therefore, wood. Therefore,
Oh.
sustenance.
You know, I know a lot about trees, but I didn't know that. There you go.
So if I fed it soap, would it clean itself?
Don't feed it. That's disgusting. Have you tried eating soap?
No.
I don't know.
Well, you try it, and if you think it's all right, then you can feed the boat.
Well, the boat still might like it. We don't know.
Have you tried eating soap, Forrest?
Maybe.
Just like a toddler? Maybe.
Maybe.
I am not surprised by that answer.
Question is, has Tinker eaten?
Oh, most
soap?
certainly.
Oh yeah, I was like, there's definitely.
Trish is going to leave this room because it unsettles her a lot.
That's so.
I think it
fair.
unsettles everybody, really.
Yeah, yeah.
But she did see on her way past another room.
That's the meeting room.
Is that the meeting room? Is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Are those scrolls actually scrolls?
No.
No.
Currently, the table is empty. Or the desk.
Sad. So she's going like, what else is around here? So that's the kitchen, and
Those
these
are all our
There's
rooms.
just glass strewn all over the floor. The windows
Tinker?
shattered.
That is your cleanup.
See ya. he's gone upstairs.
Tinker. Oh wait, I accidentally went downstairs. No. Let me out.
To grow away.
Oh wait, no. Hold on.
There's
I was
4
upstairs.
rooms. There's a kitchenette. There's a storeroom up the front. There's a wee navigation meeting room type place, I think. And I didn't know what this one is.
It's a pantry.
Pantry. There you go. It's where the food goes before you put it in the kitchen. Before you put it in your mouth.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Thank you very much, Forrest, for that.
Oh, you're welcome.
Trish is going to go back up the top, go back to the log, after seeing all that mess down there, and she's writing in the log, which she's written pretty much about today's events already. Tinker made a mess, refused to clean up. Also has
Lies
thrown...
and slander.
Lies and slander.
Tinker
Wow.
did not make the mess. The reverberations caused by the ingenious plan hatched by the daring and heroic kobold.
Right.
Tinker is the
My
guy who
goodness.
says, I didn't do it, it was the gun.
It was the cannon.
I would like to
After-
note that Tinker is not associated with any form of
Firearms.
That's true, that's true. That would be true.
After Trish is written in the ledger, she's going to go look out on the...
Yeah, and there is
Telescope.
there
Yeah,
is
that's right.
a mounted spyglass. There is one of those mounted compasses and a wheel to steer the ship.
Now, Trish is going to try and remember her books as best as she can as to where we are, which way we need to travel home.
Okay. You know that you have to go north if you want to go back to the city of Hague.
Yep, and the compass is currently pointing us which way?
It would be you are currently facing west.
All right. She's gonna.
But I will point out that you have the team has deduced that there is land to the south. There is land to the east that seems to have civilization,
Okay.
but they're far off.
And we also did pick the very peaks of the high ore mountains to the north,
Yes,
Right.
you could probably see those
which
as
is
well. if you like.
over the horizon, but we can see the peaks, sort of.
Where is the closest bell? Oh, it's back inside, isn't it?
It's the closest bell is in the captain's room.
Dang it.
Fine, you can come in. I'm just chilling.
So like, okay,
Okay.
so the closest landmass to us was
Is the closest is either northwest.
Mhm.
You should be able to look at the actual.
the actual map. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good
I
idea.
can put you all over here.
There we go.
I see nothing.
You see nothing. You should be able to see what the.
If
I
you-
don't
Party
see
token.
what stream sees, no.
Okay, hold on.
Just pop yourself over to the. Oh, I see what you mean.
What? Tell me the problem so I can fix it.
All I see is like our circle and maybe like 3 little other circles where we might have just moved the thing.
No, I think that's about
Okay.
all we can see, right?
No, there should
Oh,
be a
you want
little
us to
bit
see
more.
more? Okay.
But for now, that's really all that's important.
Yeah.
All right. So, what Trish is wanting to do is talk to Morel
Mhm.
telepathically.
Yeah.
John, do we want to go to the nearest landmass to fix the ship, or do we
not
start
to-
heading home?
Nickler, but don't you need to be able to see me?
Wow.
Wow. All right, she's just gonna walk fucking in and go, hey, bitch. No.
Oh, okay, bitch.
Just the word bitch is psychic, so it's like, hey, bitch.
Meryl's like, all right.
But we clocked all this last time, so like,
Yes.
if like Tinker would be able, because Tinker's like sort of standing up on the deck, he'd be able to see that landmass. So he would watch Trish walk away, and sort of look at the wheel, look back at where Trish walked, look back at the wheel. He totally goes up and grabs the wheel and starts pointing in the direction of the northwest.
Northwest?
Take the
Yep,
wheel.
That would be this on the
Yes.
map. That would be
Yep.
this little.
If that's
blip.
closest, that's where he aims us.
Okay.
So
So you all feel the ship starting to turn slowly.
oh no.
Oh, is that you?
It was not.
She says to the
actually.
fish.
The fish
Oh,
says, "No."
Oh, and then Trish arrives. Was that you?
It was not. I was just asking you, are we trying to find the nearest place to get fixed, or are we trying to head home?
I do not know. What do you think?
Are you talking to me or the fish?
You. Trish.
I think we need to fix them.
I like being
the mast.
included.
So
Yes, then I.
yeah,
The
I
club
think
would make sense.
yeah. All right, I'll go find out who's got the wheel. As she steps out, she
You
sees
hear
Forrest
as you
there.
step,
See his
as you
forest
step
there.
out.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you can't, when you go out the doors, you can't see where the wheel is. But you'll
No.
see Forrest there, like hands on his hips. He's managed to get pants on at this point, and
Managed.
And
but he's otherwise topless and sort of just hands on his hips, sort of enjoying the breeze.
Nice.
so at this point, Trish is gonna go, "Oh no, I think I know what's happened here."
Because
She's
there's only
gonna-
one person unaccounted for.
She's gonna take off a necklace.
Okay.
And she's gonna try and, because there's obviously a room with a roof on it, right?
Yeah.
He's just pointing.
She is gonna try and scramble to the top of that and sort of
Okay. Make an
sneak.
athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay.
Tinker's being good. He's just.
Acrobatics, you said? I can do that.
He's gonna get tackled. I'm sorry.
20.
Prepare yourself.
At 20, you scrabble up on top. Now
Yep.
make a stealth check. What is
Alright.
Tinker's passive perception?
Tinker's passive perception is 14.
14. Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
God.
fuck.
Stealth check. You hear like scrabbling and scraping against wood, and you look up and you see a purple swish of a tail as someone is crawling along the roof of the quarters.
Hmm.
Now,
Hmm.
she's gonna like go like to the back end of it and sort of just wait there and like try and peek out, see which way he's looking.
Tinker, without making it obvious, will he starts like singing a bit of a tune, sort of humming to himself, what he thinks is like a pirate's tune, but it's really just words that have something to do with the ocean or ships. He doesn't know what he's singing. But what he's
wet.
Water.
is wet. But what he's actually doing is he's sort of like taking one hand off the wheel, he's put a hand in his clothing, and he's pulled out a flask, and he holds it up to the light, he pops the cork, and he makes it like he's gonna drink it, and then he just tosses it over his head towards Trish, and he casts grease on where Trish is holding onto.
Yeah.
So this is shattering of glass on top of the roof where you currently are, Trish, and this slick liquid coats the area around you, and you start losing grip. Dexterity save, I believe.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Each creature standing in this area must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. Dex
What is
save
it?
14.
All right, here we go. I can't see it because it's underneath us. Oh lord!
Oh.
That ain't gonna do it. Suddenly, Mirel, out the back windows, you see purple feet hanging off the edge.
What?
And like a skirt that's flapping in the wind as Trish is currently hanging on for dear life, about to fall off the back of the ship.
One moment. And she goes out.
It's like open the
back.
back
You can just open
windows.
the
Like,
windows.
can I help you?
No, yeah, actually, that would make more sense because
Yeah, I really
you
hope
can't get
everyone-
there. Yeah, she's just gonna go fling open a window that's not gonna knock into Trish and say, "Trish, what are you doing?"
And as you can see,
Stay around.
she's full on panicking. The tail's whipping, the wings are flapping. She's panicking. But she's panicking more and more. The wings are flapping more and more, and she's starting to take flight. And she doesn't know she is though.
Trish, you're going to. Trish, you're flying.
What? And she's gonna crash behind Tinker
What? How? Come on.
because she
You can
doesn't
fly.
she doesn't know she flies. So she's gonna instantly just what and fall behind the deck behind you.
Oh, what are you doing on the ground, Trish? It's terribly unhygienic.
It's like her to crash. It's out of her peripheral, and she just kind of closes the windows again, maybe locks them, turns back into the cabin.
You want to join me? This wheel is awfully good fun.
I do, but apparently I can fly.
Oh, you've got
Yeah,
wings.
what
I would assume.
does Trish spectral wings look like? Because they're not real wings.
No.
It's more like magic that extends the wings.
Ooh.
They very elaborate, like outlining. It's really hard to put in describing words what they would look like, but they're very like shiny, very glittery, still purple, but like very elaborate looking sort of wings. The fanciest wings you can expect.
Like little
Purple,
butterfly patterns
shiny,
on them.
Sparkly. I like it.
I
Yeah.
love
Does
it.
it
That's
does it
so
have like
cute.
kaleidoscope effect, refracting light, like
Yeah,
stained
like-
glass?
Yeah, pretty much.
So cool.
Pretty
Love
much.
it. Love it.
So
I will say, because of the season you are in, you also have double flying speed.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because of the season, there is everyone with the flying speed has it doubled.
Wow.
So yeah, she goes to Tinker. As much as I love that, like being on the wheel, check this out. And she's like trying to show off her wings to you now, like, look.
So, like, Tinker's never had any interest in, like, growing up. So, to him, he's like, oh, cool, you can fly. Big whoop.
I will, though, say that Tinker also has never seen a Ray or a Rayja with wings before. Because growing up in the colonies where you were, you didn't have any interactions with gem kind. And they are the only ones who developed this feature.
Right, okay. Well, then, in that case, he'd be internally interested, but, like, still...
Not wanting to give it to her.
Nah.
So she's gonna be like, oh, fine then, Tinker. I'll find someone who's gonna care. And then she had the best thought ever. She's gonna get shown Nyla.
Oh my god.
So she's gonna attempt to take off and fly again, but she's gonna crash a couple of times getting there because
Like
she's not
bump
used to
into
this whole
things.
flying thing.
Crash into Morel because Morel is actually coming around the corner to make sure she's okay.
So Trish is gonna bump into you accidentally.
Are you alright? Oh,
I got wings!
Why are you...
those are very lovely. And Morel's actually being very sincere about this. Like, she actually is very impressed with your wings.
Were you always able to fly?
I just learned I couldn't fly now. Maybe I could have earlier. Maybe I could have, but you're welcome. By the way,
you would have known in theory. It's like a mark of maturity.
She just doesn't think she was that mature enough.
Neither do we.
Nobody
So you rush down the stairs,
Yep.
and you knock on Nyla and Vanya's door.
Yep.
And Nyla opens the door. She is in her disguised form.
Yep. So as she hears the door being open, though, she's gonna take like a step back away from it and just have her wings spread out as far as they can go.
Nyla opens the door
Poor
and
Nyla.
says, Hi, Trish. You're okay? Did you
Look
need
what
anything?
I found out I can do.
She looks at you. Well, what can you do?
My wings, as she's like, really look at them.
Yeah, you've got little tiny wings, and I don't. What's the point?
No, and then she's trying to show off the elaborate.
Yeah, you look over, and they're gone.
Oh,
They only last a minute.
oh, surely that wasn't more than a minute.
That's so funny.
That's what you get for trying to show off.
Hang on.
Is he gonna use another
He's gonna do it again!
You correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's just a minute.
Yeah, I need to go find Gem Flight. You can use bonus action manifest spectral wings for a minute. For this duration, you gain a flying speed. Yep. Once you're straight, you can't do it again until a long rest.
Oh no!
Yes. Perfect timing.
So at that moment, she realizes they're gone, and she is shit off. She's grumpy as heck.
Storms off.
She has stormed off. Like she's just like, nah. She
And
comes
Nyla's
up.
calling. What did the fish want? What
And-
happened?
She's gone. She's gone, and she's gone up to Tinker.
You just put Tinker as the punching
Does
bag.
not say anything to Tinker, and just more or less leans up against the guardrail and looks out. It's like, what? Like this. Put on her necklace back on, and just.
And then Tinker's sort of tune goes, yo ho ho, and a bottle of salt.
Shut up.
Trish is such a mood, honestly. I relate to her more and more every episode.
So, where are we going then? Are we heading back to drop everyone off, or?
I think it might be good to get to land as soon as possible and fix the mast.
Oh, get
but
more
I might-
wood.
Yes, I might ask Hold Eater what they think. Just a moment. Would you like to come with me?
Oh, sure, yeah.
And Mirel will go, oh my gosh, back in the...
Back in. I mean, you don't have to move on the map every
I
time.
like to move on the map every time.
Okay, if you,
I
if you
really like
to
practice
move
that.
on the map,
I
you
like the
can.
map. Yeah, and Mirel will go in, probably with Forrest if he wants to come,
Sure,
and then just
I'll
say,
move on the map as well, even though no one can say it.
Yay! Oh, that's right. They can. That's fine. You guys don't have to see us. I know we were there. Then she's Hold Eater. Were you able to do anything with the books that you were given?
I mean, I can make you an empty book, or I can use it as energy, or I can start working on the mass, but I'm gonna tell you, a handful of books isn't really gonna do much of a dent.
No, I did not think so. We were thinking of making landfall as soon as possible to get you more wood.
But don't worry, we won't make it fall on us.
What? Okay, okay, so you're gonna make it to land, get me wood, so I can make a mast?
I think that sounds about
Yes,
right.
but
That's the kindest thing anyone's ever done for me.
Oh,
buddy.
yeah, and Forrest kind of just pats the fish.
We really need like a window or something between the where the wheel is and this room, so that like you can be involved in it.
Oh no! You know what we need
Right?
is one of those little talking trumpets that just pipes
The
through
talking
to in front of the
trumpet.
fish, just like a little trumpet.
Yeah.
But Mirel, knowing that the boat is still kind of slow without a mast and everything, and remembering what the fish said about fins, is also going to say, you mentioned having fins before, of course.
Yeah,
How much energy would it take to grow them back?
well, I don't really know the mechanics of it, but probably a lot. And I'm not really quite sure how they would work. And it would take time.
No, I'm just thinking ahead, of course.
If we, well, I suppose we can just give you energy, and you can
Solid
say
amount.
if you need more or how much more. You know.
Yeah.
There is no
Well,
pressure, of course, just...
Then, well, if we put it like this, when I'm just given energy, like Mirel did, it helps me move. You know, I feel a bit of pep in my step. But if I want to make changes, I need raw materials.
All right.
I see.
I can't make something out of nothing.
No, we understand. I can give you more energy if it will help you move
And
a little
honestly,
faster.
I don't know too much about being a boat. It might be a good idea to ask someone who knows boats.
Oh well, Morel knows boats.
Mirel, you know boats?
Oh, I've been on boats. I've not. I've
Morel
not
knows
fixed them.
everything about boats. She's
You want
told
to
me.
hear something funny?
She's told me about fish. She knows all about fish, so I think you're in good hands.
Meryl's just like, no.
And Forrest kind of like
Pressed
looks at you
upon
and like
me.
approvingly, like,
I see.
Sure.
Sure.
What were you going to say? Which one was it? The fish that was about to say something? Like, here's something funny.
Yeah, the fish was just gonna say,
You know, I've never actually been on a boat. I've only been a boat.
Oh no, it's one of those fish.
Meryl just like stares vacantly at the ceiling for a second.
Forrest is laughing. That's a
So
good
where are we
one.
going?
Currently, we would probably have the idea that we
I
turn
think
northwest,
the way
right?
yeah,
Tinker's
Tinker
pointing us
turned
right
you all
now.
northwest.
Just
Um,
northwest to a landmass.
All right.
we could continue. If it gets dangerous, I hope you will let us know, and we can find another route.
I will. Luckily, we're currently, sort of okay. There's a big feller in the water to the north.
Is that going to be a problem? We did see him before.
I don't think so. He seems distracted by something.
Oh.
By what, do you think?
Well, a while ago I felt something in the water, but my feelers aren't what they used to be.
All right, we will keep an eye out.
Great.
That's interesting.
It feels good.
I
We
don't
on the
suppose
move
you
again?
know. Yeah, no. Do either of you have any idea how long it'll take to get to where we're going?
Depends how far it is.
Wow, yeah. From what we saw, Josie, would Morel be able to?
Could
She hasn't
we-
really
Well,
been
in
that.
this instance,
Guesstimate
I'm
the
going to
distance?
ask Tinker to make
Yeah.
a survival or perception check because he's got the spyglass.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Nice.
All right.
Or one
yeah,
of
we
those
can do that.
mounted little spyglasses that can be switched around.
We will take a 17.
That's pretty good.
A 17. I will say, it looks quite far away,
Oh.
and the ship is not moving particularly fast.
Okay.
It's just got a little wiggle.
He's just got a
It's
little wiggle. We
just
don't
got
really
a
have
little
much-
wiggle. It has no help from the wind.
Mm.
Even being in the season of travels, it's going very slow.
Well, we
Yeah.
were just caught on rocks, so we didn't really have any materials. laying
Yeah.
around where we
No,
were.
there was really nothing there.
Yeah.
It was just rocks, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
just rocks.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, Mirel might go down to the engine room and throw another spell in, but on the way,
Mm-hmm.
she's gonna clock Tinker on the spyglass, or like around there, and just say, Tinker, can you do me a favor?
I mean, sure.
Keep an eye out to the north.
Tinker immediately swings the spyglass to the north.
I do not know if you can see anything yet, but there may be something, and we may not want to cross it.
Like
Because I
something
think
in the
because everyone saw the Leviathan when we were like swimming up from
Yes.
the ocean.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Mirel's not worried about the Leviathan. She's worried about whatever is distracting the Leviathan.
What level of spell are you giving Bolt Eater?
I was gonna do another second level.
Okay.
And then
Which-
save my last second level in case we have to fight something.
Which Trish sees you walking off, and she's gonna come join you because she's interested about this whole spell thing.
Mm.
With that though, she goes, Morel, what if I use my breath weapon spell? Will that give it some boost?
It is not so much a spell as it is the energy behind your spell.
So
And the breath weapon is not a spell. That's a racial feature. That's something that you can do as a ray. That's not a spell. That's something that you do. That's like
That's
a
a
biological
physical
built-in
breath.
function.
It's like Tinker throwing up. That's
So would
Tinker's
that-
breath weapon.
Like, would Mirel know that? Because I don't think she knows that much about the breath weapon, so she wouldn't really know if there's an energy that can be eaten by it. Like, she doesn't even know that much about this ship. She just knows that she's been like feeding it raw
It
magic.
did say that it wanted raw magic, and
Mhm.
it's not really magic when Trish uses the breath weapon.
Okay.
It is,
So Mirel would probably know enough to be like, I do not think the breath will work the same.
okay, so what if I use like an earth tremor on it? Will that work?
And Mirel will kind of, if the boat is like steady enough, will guide, go into the room with you
Yep.
and kind of guide your hands, and just say, you can think about the spell, but do not release the spell. And she's
Okay.
going to try and teach you how to like let go of just the magic behind the spell.
Okay.
He's gonna try talking you through it.
Yeah. So she's gonna try and do a 3rd level Earth Tremor.
Ooh.
Not Earth
A
Tremor.
third? No, Earth Tremor is a cantrip.
Is it?
Is it? I have no idea.
It is. I don't have it as a cantrip. I've got it as a
Is
spell.
it not? Is it a spell? Earth Tremor?
Spell.
Well, you and you realize you don't release the spell. It's more like the mouth eats up the magic. So you can
Like the
still
Dementor.
feel the energy leaving you, but nothing happens. The effect that you're trying to manifest doesn't happen.
That is good. Slowly, like that.
I think I. Okay. It feels very weird. Draining.
Okay. So you put a 3rd level spell in. What
Yes.
does Mirel use?
She just uses another 2nd level.
Okay.
For now.
Juice in this boat. Let's go.
Juice in this boat. I don't want to take that long.
Yeah. What's that? Like 2
Um,
seconds and a third now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
2
first
seconds and a
the
third,
first batch was used to get loose
Yeah, I didn't want
because that
Too
needed
much to-
more
more
oomph.
oomph.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm.
Yes.
So a 2nd and a 3rd. Okay.
So what
Excellent.
happens when you feed it magic? I'm gonna tell you mechanically.
Mhm.
It stockpiles the level of spells, so you currently have 5 in there. And it will eat up 1 charge per hour and gain a 10-foot speed buff.
Nice.
So you can't make it go faster by feeding it more, but it
It
lasts
can go faster for
longer.
longer. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
That's cool.
So
Hey,
you
that's
currently
great.
have 5 hours of extra speed, but
That's
with that
great.
extra speed, you've just hit 30 feet.
So we're not
Oh,
like
wow.
okay. That's fair.
Yes.
Ah, all
It's
right.
still faster than
Um,
we can swim, except for Meryl.
Yeah, that's. Well, I mean, at least we don't have to swim. That's
And we
Yeah,
can,
I know, I
we
agree
can
with
chill.
thing.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
can chill, so I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I
Okay.
don't really have anything that's going to be able to push this faster.
No, I don't have
No.
anything
This
in my
is the-
inventory. That's just
You're at the start of
you
the.
know what?
This is level 1 ship.
We've got a boat, and that's
we
important.
have.
We
and it's
have a
moving.
fish boat.
Mhm.
I'm happy.
Fish boat.
Also, Mirel will catch Nyla up on what the fish wanted to talk about, just because she remembers that Nyla wanted an update. So
Trish will not walk anywhere near there. She's still like shamed.
yeah, Mirel's like assuming that you'll be there, and she turns around, you're just gone. She's like, oh.
Yeah.
All right.
When you go to talk with Nyla, she nods. She receives the information. In the room, in the hammock, you see Vanya sleeping. Definitely like almost completely out of it. And Nyla will just said, "Let me know if you need anything. Otherwise, I'm probably just gonna keep an eye on her. I can let you know that when she wakes up, I'll have to tell her, but someone's been through her stuff back in her office. She's got a
Oh.
thing. She's got a thing so she can know, and it's so just someone's been through her stuff.
I'm sorry. It will take us some time to get back.
I understand. Do we
But-
know where we're headed right now?
We headed to the nearest landmass to try and fix the ship, so hopefully we can
Okay.
be faster, but there's
But
no
let me know
telling.
if there's anything I can do.
At the moment, no. It does consume raw magic, and it
Alright.
helps with the speed, but we have it covered for now.
Okay. Well, if you need anything more, I'll try to help.
Thank you, but you rest. You look after yourselves,
Okay.
and yeah, we will be upstairs.
All right. Okay. Weird question. Do we have a plan for food?
Yes, I
Great.
think we can sort something.
Good. Just checking because I did not bring a lot.
No, you are more than welcome to my rations, and look, it is an ocean. There has to be fish, right? That is my specialty. I fish.
Yes. Also, I did, and she will point out, I did fix the window. I hope that was okay.
Thank you. That was a Tinker problem. But he made
Oh.
it deny the problem, and we thank you for that.
Well, next time I have a problem, I'll make it his problem.
Oh, please, please.
There's another headbutt ready.
Okay, well, I'm here if you need anything. I might come up and stretch my legs later. I haven't been out traveling in some time.
The wind is
So-
nice, but there is not much yet. So.
Well, thank you. And she'll do that thing where she's like slowly closing the door to show
Yeah.
that she's done with the conversation.
And like Mirel's slowly backing away because she also wants
Yeah.
to end the conversation. Yeah.
Both of you are like, we're done now.
We're so done. Like, we don't know how to end this, but we're done.
Can I ask Josie?
Yes, you can.
These box things on the deck of the ship.
Mm.
Yes.
What
Those
those?
are platforms.
Platforms?
Those are just
Oh.
raised platforms.
Okay.
Does one of them hold the... Oh, no, I see the mast. Hold on. I see.
They are
The show I'm talking about.
currently
Yeah, this
they're
thing
just
and this thing.
structural. Yeah, I know. Currently they're just structural. They could probably be used for something.
Mhm.
They also seem to have anchor points for ropes attached to them,
Oh, okay.
Great.
but
Forrest is
currently-
going to just
not a lot.
climb up on the one at the fore of the ship and just
Yep.
lie on his back, starfish out, and just,
Nice.
and just
Enjoy.
chill. Yeah.
It is a very cold wind blowing. It is the equivalent of all like mid-fall weather. So
Beautiful.
it does help you dry.
Excellent.
And there is sun out. But there's definitely more clouds than a couple of days ago. They're starting to slowly gather. Some of them seem to ignore the winds even, strangely enough.
That is weird.
And I think
Just gonna take
as
a
you
little
all
nap.
get to your first day of travel, we're gonna take a break.
Oh,
And we're gonna thank Tabletop Obscura.
Thank you so much for
Welcome
the
in.
raid.
I gotta ask,
Yes.
did they manage to defeat the flower? Because
Mm.
when I was in there before, they were having a bad time.
Yep, yep. It
fighting
might be
flower.
debriefing, so we might hear in a minute.
They could
but,
be debriefing. It's true.
Yep,
It's
yep.
true. I'm just very curious.
we should also thank the other
Yes.
raiders.
Yes,
that came in.
yes.
We had a few raids while we were going.
Purple
We
Tiefling
did.
raided
Yeah.
in, and who else? We
The
got-
Prophet. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Please go and follow everyone who raided in. Show everyone some love. Have a great time. Yes, you are debriefing the players currently. We will be taking a short break. We'll be back here in a few minutes. We'll be rolling some ads. And we will repeat some of the start announcements before we get to playing
just
again.
remind all of you who just joined us the cool things that we've got going on in the next short
Yeah, we
time.
got some cool things. Stay tuned for after the break if you want to hear the cool things.
All right, be back soon,
We'll
folks.
see you soon.
Bye.
Hello. Welcome back. Wow. You knew this was going to happen.
I
Oh.
forgot it was going to.
Welcome back to Natural Soupies. We're glad to have you.
Can I go home?
Now, look, if you actually... I'm going to put someone on the spot here, as I sometimes do.
Mhm.
The whole laughing fit at the beginning of stream was actually because of a thing I mentioned from the Tabletop Obscura session
true.
that were played today.
And we do want to call them out.
We do
It's
want
not
to
really their
call
fault
out
and not ours.
Composterfer's Kombucha. I
We
I
hear it's
told them
the
about
best
it. Everyone hated it, and as
Loved
soon
it.
as we were going live, Worm said, "Good soup,"
And we just lost it.
and we lost it.
There you go.
But quick introductions. I'm Josie Poser, the Dungeon Mistress. I am joined by my good friends. We've got Cuddly Raptor playing Mirel. Say hi, Cuddly Raptor.
Hi, Cuddly Raptor.
We got Roju from Participation Award playing Forrest Barkley. Say hi, Roju from Participation Award.
Hi, Roger from Participation Award.
And we got the Wettest Orb playing Trish Smotherborn. Say hi, Wettest
Hi.
Orb.
Hi, what a storm.
And we've got Aussie Devfro playing Tinker Slobbersnout, our demolitions expert. And say hi, Aussie Devfro.
Hi, Ozzy Defro.
Nice.
Nice. Good.
Welcome
Yeah,
in,
there's
everyone.
ones too.
Funny.
Now we're going to repeat some announcement, because did you all know that we have a fan art competition that started today?
What? Josie, tell us more.
Oh my god, did you know that you can submit art in our Discord fan art channel? Make sure you spoiler warn the image so we can't see it, so we don't know who's posting what image, and then our curator of arts, Denimation, will show these to us, and we will, without knowing who did what, pick a winner, one we like the most, and the winner will be selected November 23rd, revealed November 24th, and the winner will get a prize. What prize might that be? Roju, tell us about this prize.
I will let you know that you will be the proud winner and bearer of a Natural 30s t-shirt, a Natural 30s cap, and a set of Natural 30s pins of all of the characters.
Yeah, and just so everyone is aware, the t-shirt, you will get to pick color and size.
Mhm.
Just so you're aware.
Yeah, we're just going to
that's
send you
wonderful.
the smallest t-shirt possible.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
just
no one could
actually-
wear it.
like-
What is this? A
It's for a
T-shirt
doll.
for Cuddly Raptor?
Wow. I'll have you know, Cuddly
I'm
Cuddly
shook.
height-gated me yesterday when I said I sit on a blanket.
Yeah, because everyone's like, oh, Cuddly sits on a phone book, which I don't. That's false.
Yeah, but she sits
False
on two.
information. But Josie actually sits on a blanket because she is actually like 5'2". So.
But it's the blanket is not for height. It's to even out because my
Sounds like someone
seating,
who's
my
sitting on a
seat
blanket
is
for
tilted
height would
the wrong way.
I don't know about that.
So
Okay,
if
well, I mean,
don't have a
hey,
blanket,
whatever.
I'll slide off my chair, disappear into the hidden dimension under my desk.
Oh,
Oh,
No
is,
one-
is under your desk like a forever bag. What's it called? A bag of holding? I literally.
Forever bag.
No, under my desk is actually I've got one of those like IKEA slide under bed storage things.
IKEA
that's
makes
definitely
portable
a bag of
holes
holding.
now.
An IKEA bag.
Yeah, no, but you know those like storage, like short storage, storage like boxes with wheels that you slide under
Oh,
beds.
yeah.
But I got a bunch of pillows in it, and I just like I do like kitty biscuits with my feet while I sit like in the
Oh.
pillows.
That's so cute. I think. Oh, see now, tabletop obscure is coming from me. I think
Oh,
the
no.
term "forever bag" is gonna haunt me.
Forever bag. Look, I'm gonna be honest. When Pathfinder 2 did their reprint and they decided to name them Spacious Sack, they missed an opportunity. They should have been Forever
It
Bags.
should have been forever bag.
It would have been
And
an
I'm
upgrade
here.
on Spacious Sack, I'll give you
I
that.
don't know about that. Maybe they didn't miss an opportunity. Maybe they knew exactly.
Maybe they
they did
took
it
an
on
doing.
opportunity, actually.
They were like, we got an opportunity to make everyone laugh here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
The
that
number of
is
things
our
that are going
quick
in a
little
spacious
announcement,
sack.
people. We want to again.
Yeah, join the Discord. Post fan art in the fan art thing. Make sure you spoil
Yeah,
it.
post
rise
fan
it,
art.
and
Spoil,
you might,
spoil
and you,
warn.
and you may win a thing, and if not,
Mm-hmm.
we'll all still have fun.
And I want you to know that we may be picking a winner, but you're all winners in our eyes. It's just that we have to
One
actually
rule
give
I
someone a
did forget to
t-shirt.
mention: the art has to be of something prevalent to this campaign.
Oh, true. Good point. You can't just like make a picture of a Smurf or something.
Oh,
you know.
and like also, yeah, like fan art, and also, like keep it safe for work, just because we'll probably show them on stream as well, just so everyone can
true.
appreciate the beautiful
True.
art. So I feel like that goes without saying.
Keep
But,
Forrest's pants on in this case.
We will try. I will make no promises, but we might try to make a little art reel for the occasion.
that would
Oh
be
yeah,
great.
that would be
And
great.
while we're
If
while we're
we have
adding on-
enough arts.
Oh look,
if
if you want to
we're-
make a naked forest, you can, but it just maybe we won't show it on stream.
Just send that one to us like in our DMs. It's like,
Now
But
I'm
while
just
we're-
imagining a forest where someone stripped the bark off of all the trees.
adding on rules, which goes without saying, no AI art.
No,
Yes.
definitely
yeah,
not.
no. We want your
like
art.
that one.
Generative.
We want
AI
real
generative
art.
That is
We want art, not
that is a really
fart.
good note. Yeah.
Yes. Speaking of AI art, that's also the reason we've made a Blue Sky account. So those of you who have Blue Sky rather than the app formerly known as Twitter, you can find us there at Natural 30s.
Yes, and we will get that information into our little link tree
Our link
thing
fly.
as soon as we can.
Yeah.
Hopefully today or tomorrow.
We're working on it, but for now, we're gonna go back into it as the very slow-moving boat, currently navigated by the one and only Tinker Slobbersnout,
Yeah, Steamboat Willie ain't got nothing on Steamboat Tinker.
Steamboat Tinker.
It's more of a wiggle boat
And-
than a steamboat at the moment.
Yes,
Wiggle boat
currently
Tinker.
the way this boat moves is through undulations, by little ripples, like it's moving forward by creating almost like a scuttlefish.
I love
So
that.
it's like doing little waves throughout its hull, as well as it's just like fervently flapping its rudder.
Absolutely love this. I'm in love with this boat.
What if it kind of moved?
Well,
like a
the boat
caterpillar?
knew that you were in love.
You know
with
what?
It's reciprocated. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Lucky.
it's finally reciprocated. I think we can make a family now. We'll drop you guys off at shore. We'll keep going, and we'll just
Damn it.
live our
I
lives
ship
out at sea.
Cuddly, I will just say those pictures are adorable. That
Thank
was
you.
not what I was going to say. Instead, I was going to say... the ship moves forward, slowly but surely. The little extra energy that has been provided by Trish and Mirel is giving it a little bit of an oomph. It's still moving very slowly, the equivalent of a person's walking pace, essentially. So reaching land is going to take time. Plenty of time. Tinker, you have the keen mind feat. It gives you certain benefits, actually, in this position. You always know the direction of north.
Yep.
You always know the time difference between sunup and sundown.
Yep.
And you have a particularly good memory. I'm going to ask you to make a survival check.
Excellent.
With
Thank you.
advantage because of this.
We love advantage.
We love
And,
that.
We love advantage, but not disadvantage. I want to be clear.
Oh, we love that so much because we ended up with 20.
Oh, we love
At current pace, if you can maintain this, shall we say, expedited speed, it's still very likely going to take several days to reach land.
Damn.
Which
Oh.
Trish comes up to Tinker with an idea. Tinker, ooh, this is gonna take all night and all day and all night, right?
Well, actually, it's going to take another day and another night, but go on.
If you can maintain current speed, Tinker, probably just about 4 days is what it's going to take.
I just a couple of things is we'll have a food problem, I think, but that's not
Most
why-
certainly. We'll eat the prettiest one first.
She doesn't continue that train of thought. She goes, "You're the only one that can see in the night, right?
I think.
So if you were to go to bed now, we can take over on the day shift, and you can keep going on the night shift."
That's pretty smart.
Or we could just figure out a way to go faster.
Well, I mean, we
Forest
could.
can also see in the dark at the moment.
True.
Caw-caw.
What was that?
But yeah, what if we try and do this in shifts, and while we're doing it in shifts, we can also think of how to make it go faster. Plus, you do some of your best work when you're sleeping, I think.
Tinker narrows his eyes. Oh, I see what's happening here. I know what you're doing. You're trying to take my ship. And he sort of clutches the wheel a little harder.
You're talking about Morel's ship.
No. I have the wheel. I'm the captain now.
She giggles.
And you gotta remember that Tinker's steering the wheel from the bottom, holding on to the spokes at the bottom.
Can't even see over the railing.
Absolutely love that.
The captain now.
Well, Tinker, if that's what your thoughts are, I just thought.
No. If you think you can do a better job, he lets go of the wheel. He's like, if you think you can do a better job, be my guest.
And she grabs the wheel. It's like, it's not that I think I could do a better job. I just think you're better than me at night trying to.
Damn right, I'm better than you. And he walks out. That's right. Better than you.
Wow.
Trish just holds the wheel and just shakes her head and goes.
All in all, not bad ideas, Trish, as he goes down the stairs.
All you hear is a ah!
Oh, would it have been long enough for a short rest at this point? Just to get Stone's endurance back?
Yes, it would have. And this is a good point to bring in a little thing I discussed the other day with Roju.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
From now on,
Yes.
once per day, only once per day, whenever you take a short rest and you don't roll any hit dice for health, you regain 1 hit die.
We love
I
that.
like that, especially
Single-
during this season.
Yeah.
I still
A
have one
single
spent,
hit
actually.
die, yeah,
Okay.
a single hit die, and you can only benefit from this once per day. Even if
Okay.
you were to take multiple short rests, you can only do this once.
That's super neat. I like
That
it.
is great.
Super neat, yeah.
I will avail myself of that opportunity right now.
I am still thinking that this feature might not be available to someone who is wounded.
That's
Yeah, that makes
actually
sense.
understandable, so that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Um,
Well, then I will also probably take advantage of that just to have it. Just have one.
Yes, I will say, because remember, we looked at a thing, Cuddly, so you could use up some of your sorcery points before the short rest
True. And then
to
have
regain your spent spell slots.
Oh, smart.
Yeah,
Smart,
and I
smart.
think I'm gonna do that.
Because you regain 5 sorcery points after a short rest
Is that
once per
right?
day.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes.
I
That's
have
really
not been
good.
using
No.
it to its full ability. No.
No,
So I
It's
will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cash those-
completely
cash
been
those points
forgotten. It's one of her starting items, actually,
It
that
is,
we just
yeah.
completely blew
And we were
past
like,
that
"Oh."
feature.
Yeah, we're
Wow.
like, huh? Okay. I'm not a good. I can't read.
That's
Look,
why we
we're-
have
we're-
footnotes. See, it all we all come
See?
full circle here.
I can read about feet, but not about spells.
Yeah.
That's-
Mirel only
I hate
hangs
it.
out on Wikifeed.
I, I hate it here.
But yes, so I will say 1 hour passes and you have thus traveled 3 miles.
Nice. Nailed it.
That is, I will let you know, 1/31st of the trip there.
Hey.
Yay.
Because the boat is pseudo alive, it too needs rest and can't move at full speed throughout the entire day. So we will treat it as it can travel a certain amount of distance per day, because it too needs rest. Because right now it's going full muscle power.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Once you have sails or other modes of locomotion, it may be different.
It can
Before
chill.
before Tinker does actually head downstairs, he kind of makes a pivot. He thinks of something and makes a pivot. He sort of comes up to Forrest, who's sunbathing, spread eagled on the the platform here.
Oh, hello,
Yes.
Tinker.
Oh, Forrest, do you remember that stick we found?
Oh, hey.
Do you mind if I have a little look at it?
Oh, sure, it's pretty good, eh?
Well, I want to see
think
how
it-
good it is.
It kind of like half rolls off the thing, and you see that he's kind of just had left it next to the box that he's lying on, and he kind of like reaches down and pulls out. It's like, here it is. Can't let a good stick go.
No, absolutely not. And Tinker, oh, actually, no. He can't. He doesn't have a pearl. I was going to cast Identify.
Oh,
You
But
don't
he
have
does
her?
not have a pearl. That is...
Oh, just wing it. You'll be fine.
he's gonna
just
hold it
Arcana
out to you anyway
check
to
it.
take a look if you want.
Yeah, but I was wondering, like, if it is a staff, it might have actually had a fair amount of oomph for Hold Eater. But,
I mean, I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say, that it probably is a staff, considering that it's covered in emeralds.
yeah.
But it also could have really good spells in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We're not
Tinker's
talk-
gonna look it over.
Gerald would turn in his otherworldly
Gerald,
grave.
what's he doing here?
No, like somewhere in another
Feed him to
dimension.
the mouth!
Gerald like has a restless sleep because someone's going to throw a magic staff away
Like, no.
without
And I just like,
identifying
do
it.
it.
I will say there is a pearl available if you can all figure out where it is.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's inside the fish.
You know,
No.
it's Jesse
A
making us
pearl
find the
has
pearl.
been granted.
I wonder who swiped stuff at any point that no one noticed.
Okay, well, let's be real about this. Like, knowing what we know about sea life, we know that pearls are just like little grits of sand that, get trapped in there, and they add lacquer and stuff to kind of like if you have something in your eye and it goops up, except it's prettier than that. Pearls are just pretty eye goop. Yeah, you're welcome. Anyway, we know it has an outside mouth. It's quite possible that maybe something got stuck in there, and maybe
If
That
Morel
That
is
is
explains
not
this
what
to
I was
Tinker,
referring to at all.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
If Morel explained that to Tinker, Tinker will immediately think that the eyeball down in the engine room might be a giant pearl.
no. Oh,
So,
God.
yeah, I would be
I
careful
mean,
with that one.
Do you tell Morel that you're looking for a pearl?
Well, the thing is, I don't know how literal I want to be with this component, because like Tinker doesn't really he doesn't do magic as such.
Yeah. No, I get
He
it.
does, but he doesn't. He doesn't realize that's what's going on here.
Well,
You would still know
so
what
whatever you think you would
requirements you need for.
Yeah.
Because if you have the spell, I would imagine, and correct me if you want to change it, but I would imagine it as that you have an idea for how to make a thing, to identify a thing, but you realize it's missing something, and that something is a pearl.
Yeah. He would sort of requires an object that is almost so plain yet also so perfect that like he kind of like reflects the item he's trying to identify through that, and that's how he kind of like is able to sort of see past what it is in front of him and see what it is.
So the question then is, when did we find a pearl supposedly, and who has it?
Oh, I mean, I don't.
Tinker does
think
not
I
have a pearl.
I don't
One
know.
of you is lying.
I do not have a pearl. Okay.
Tinker
Not,
has
not that I can see at least.
crystalline scab. That's
Yeah.
the closest thing
That's
to a
n-
pearl that Tinker has.
That's not quite. I hate that you call it a stab. I know it is.
It's
but
written in
That's,
there.
that's what
I
we've
know,
written down as.
I just
yeah.
hate it.
I don't have one in my inventory.
No, unless I forgot to put it in, but I don't think I ever got it.
Yeah, there's
So-
a non-zero chance that one of us forgot to put
Oh,
it in.
there's a non-zero chance that the person looking real sketchy right now probably has the pearl, but
Yeah, no,
The one, like,
or
Just hasn't
Kinda
said
phone.
anything this entire
the
conversation.
one who's been dead silent, perhaps.
Yeah.
J'accuse.
yeah, do you love my thinking process there, Josie? Like I was trying to use
That was good.
fish. Thank you.
I was
thought you
hoping
meant on
that
the
someone would
boat.
have remembered, or that maybe conveniently the person with the pearl might walk by and offer their services. But if they're not, I'm not going to force them.
No,
You guys
no.
play the game.
They're currently up wheelhousing, so
Wheelhouse.
All right. Well,
Cool.
and
Look,
Tinker
if
goes
you
to bed.
want Mirel to have a look, she'll
No,
try
Tinker
an
goes to bed.
Arcana check.
if that's where we're going, Tinker goes to bed.
Okay,
Didn't
I will
wanna-
let you know you cannot
Alright, bye,
benefit from a
Tinker.
long rest unless 16 hours have passed.
Well,
So you can go to bed, but you won't get another
No.
long rest.
oh,
he's I mean, in that case, he will. I don't know. If we're just gonna wait, we're just gonna wait it out.
yeah. I mean, I thought you could have had a long
You
rest.
can still make a
Ooh.
cursory examination, even if you don't have if you can't cast identify. You can still make like trial and error investigations. There are ways to figure out what an item does without the
He's getting,
identify spell.
get an idea of it.
I mean, he is an artificer. I mean, what is an artificer if you can't tell what an item is?
A
I suppose?
magical item at that, yeah.
Yeah. So I suppose we could give it a go. You know, investigator Tinker's on the case.
Give it your best
Yeah,
tink.
I would say make an arcana or investigation.
Well,
Wait, but he does receive a knock on the door because Mirel's actually come to talk to him about something else. So if he wants a hand with the check, you can maybe.
the funny thing is, I almost will never use Arcana as Tinker, despite him having a +6 to it. It's kind of something
Yeah.
I want him to do.
Yeah.
But
Yet.
Mirel would
Mm.
still be able to
Mm.
give advantage on the investigation check if she's there and offering her help.
Yeah.
Oh,
But she
wow.
doesn't know that you're looking at it right now. She came for something else. So if you're opening the door, that looks a little nicer.
That looks a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
So
looks-
Tinker opens the door, holds the staff, and just tells Mirel to take a look at it.
Oh, sure. And Mirel will take a look. She knows this came
Uh,
from the mouth. She thinks this
yes.
is the splinter. All right.
With an 18, you compare notes. Mirel probably quite immediately feels magic within this object. Tinker, you would realize that the emerald pine needles don't seem to be attached in any particular way. They're almost floating, like they're magically attached to these little sharp nubbins of this staff. And it's got this strange twist to it, and it seems old, very old. And as you're holding it, you have this strange sensation, both of you. I would actually say, Mirel, holding this staff, you don't feel great.
Okay.
But more of like a mental, like, no, I don't like this. I will ask you to make a religion check.
Oh. Okay. Where's my religion? There you are. Okay. Why don't I feel great? Oh, I know exactly why I don't feel great.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Whoa.
yeah.
I know exactly why I don't feel
Holding this staff in your hand, there's just this creepy sensation in your skin that goes against. I'm not gonna force upon you if Mirel is religious or not, but as we do in this game, a religion check is also used for culture checks, essentially. Whatever power this staff holds is in complete opposition of your cultural beliefs.
Okay. Yeah, so she's gonna take it from you, hold it for a moment, and then just give it back kind of suddenly, almost like shove it back at you. Not meanly, but just like, oh, sorry, it is definitely magical.
It is very powerful, but it just rubs you the wrong way, like you touched microfiber.
Oh, okay.
It's just like where you held it, your skin feels tight and dry. But you look at it and there's no visible change, but the sensation is there.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, and she'll just say, It feels uncomfortable. Do you get that?
Tinker holding on to it feels nothing.
Just don't hold the pointy
No.
bits. Says a very anxious Forest hovering over Tinker, who just walked off with a stick.
Yeah.
I will say Tinker. I think. No, the same effect would not. The same vibe would not affect Tinker. And I will clarify that there's no physical changes to Mirel, but there was definitely like
Just a
a
gross
sensational,
feeling.
no, like.
Just like an icky. Yeah, Mirel will sit with that and kind of like try and figure out like, okay, what do I think it does? All right. Because from that, she probably can't identify what the staff actually is used for. She just
No,
kind of knows.
this was more of a. This was a different. If
Just a
you
different check,
attempted
yeah.
an actual Arcana check, you'd learn some more about its magical powers. Then the 18 on the investigation tells Tinker more about the object as an object.
Ah, okay.
It is definitely hard. It seems to be reinforced in some supernatural way. The pine needles that hang off of it are not attached in any physical way. They're just hanging off. They also refract light. And this staff just... It's just incredibly well made or grown. And it just feels really old.
If Tinker is kind of allowing for more looking, even though she's probably pushed it away at this point, Mirel would not mind doing an Arcana check to see if she can figure out more.
I'll also ask, does Forrest want to impart anything here? Being the stick man?
Yeah. How good of a stick is this?
Oh, it's a real good stick. I've found a lot of sticks in my life. This one's probably top 5.
Top 5 seems pretty good.
But it's no fang.
That's not fun.
All right. I will make a little roll. Okay.
Also, it's not as good as the one that Eobard made. He made a weird curvy stick, and you throw it, and it comes back to you. It's really good.
I love
That
that.
seems interesting.
Seems pointless. If you want to throw something, you want it away from you. But if it comes back to you, what's the point of throwing
Well,
it?
you can throw it again. And he looks at you like it's the most obvious thing. Like,
You won't have to go pick it up if you want to throw it again.
Yeah. It's safe
But
to
normally I'm throwing things at people, though. So why would I want it to come back if I want to hit someone with it?
I suppose if it comes back to you after it hits him, then you can throw it and hit him again.
Oh, if it did that, if it could strike something and come back, that is clever.
He's very clever.
21 Arcana, Mirel. No one's helping, no pushing. You just.
Well, I would love to help, but I'm not trained in Arcana, so I assume I can't.
Look, Tinker will assist with if you want to.
Okay, because I was going to say I might push just if I feel like there's more information that I could gain from it.
I'm simply asking if you're happy with that roll. I'm not trying to infer.
No.
I'm
Well,
not
like,
trying
it's
to
got a
act
hit die,
suspicious.
so-
Are you sure about that?
Well, because I feel like having such a sort of, not a visceral reaction, but sort of like a ugh reaction, Morel would probably want to know. So I might just be like, yeah, no, here. 22. There we go.
Oh, no.
22.
There we go.
Will Tinker help? I'm just
Yep.
asking. Okay, so you do get to roll again.
Oh,
So you did
okay.
roll an 18, so the odds
you-
of
Yeah,
Yeah.
getting
yeah.
a higher one.
I'll try.
You can do
you
it.
never know.
I
never
rolled an
know.
18 again.
Oh, well, there you go.
It was meant
The
to
dice have spoken.
The dice has spoken.
With the 22, you reluctantly hold the staff again, looking over it with Tinker. The staff has no markings of aging. It feels old, it looks old, but looking at the bottom of it, where it might have once been broken or cut off, there are no rings. There's no age markings to date this thing, but it feels old. And holding it, both of you have this strange sensation of being still.
Oh.
Okay.
And it feels like someone might need to give this staff a little bit of dedicated time to truly understand it.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, Mirelle will definitely discuss what she's feeling from it and try and come at it from the more magical perspective, whereas I'm sure Tinker is kind of coming at it from the
Engineering.
because
the engineering.
He's seen magical stars before, so like you can infer that this, with the placement of this and the fact that that's there, and the sparrow flies clockwise around the boat. He can figure things out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he could definitely sort of clue in on that. But no, he's just like, well, I don't really have what I need to sort of figure this out. But I mean, at least we kind of know. Maybe at some point one of us should give it a wave and see what it does.
Not me. Maybe you or Forrest.
Sure.
Look, Forrest, what I need you to do is I need you to go up I need you to go up to where you were before, sit down with the stick, and really try to sort of understand the stick. Become one with the stick. Sort of just like vibe with the stick. And after a couple of hours, get up, give it a wave, and see what happens.
But not away from the boat in case, No more holes in the ship, please.
I'm not going to stab the ship with it. That would be a bit silly, wouldn't it? Yeah, sure. I mean, that's what I was kind of doing anyway. I guess just lying there with the stick, but I'll focus on it properly.
Yes. Have a good time with the stick. And Tinker, I do have another question for you.
Oh, I love questions.
Well, maybe not a question. Maybe I'm not sure. Can I come in?
I despise not being sure. You've got to be sure of yourself. Whenever you make a decision...
I'm coming in. She just walks over.
Thank you. That's putting it into practice straight away. Fantastic. Now, what did you want?
And she goes in and she sits on your bed, uninvited.
Oh, it's one of those.
There are no beds. They're just hammocks.
Never mind.
But,
she doesn't sit.
You can sit
She
in a
might
hammock.
try and lean on the edge
Yeah.
of a hammock without falling over.
Yeah. There's also
yes.
a chest of drawers in here. Probably
that
some
seems more
knickknacks
sturdy.
that
Maybe we'll
Tinker
lean
have
against.
been-
We'll
I mean,
lean
to be
against the
fair,
chest
if it's
of drawers.
Tinker, it's probably been, disassembled by now.
True.
True. He hasn't disassembled the whole thing. Just he's taken out one drawer and completely taken it apart and arranged all the pieces in a really neat, logical way. But in that hole in the chest of drawers, he's built a little nest and the battle bug eggs in there.
Oh.
She's very careful to not lean on that area. Yeah. Okay.
When you sort of lean, he goes, "Oh, it's one of those talks," and he kind of closes the door and he sort of and he just jumps into the hammock and just lies down. He's like, "All right, who died?"
Nobody died. What?
No. Why so glum?
I am thinking. This is my thinking face.
Oh.
He says, and the mask is
And the
just...
mask is just on. And she's like, well, whatever. I know that you like to design things.
Oh, yes.
And I know that our new ship friend will require some upgrades to be a
Yes?
well-functioning vessel.
A well-equipped vessel
But I was also
with plenty of cannons.
I was also thinking.
Oh.
This fish ship has told me that it used to be something a little greater than a ship. It used to have a great future as a Leviathan.
Oh.
It was going to rule the sea, you know, in its own little area, and I want to try and give some of that back, but I want it to be able to still hide
So wait,
in
hold
plain
on.
sight.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. So you're telling me this whole thing started with one of these guys falling on us, and now we're walking all over one? Life is funny like that. But I understand. You want to restore. Wait, hang on. Hold up. You're saying this thing used to be majestic. It has a voice like that? Oh, that poor, poor thing.
Well, you know, we don't always pick our voices. I'm sure maybe as a giant fish, it sounded a bit different. Morel
you've
knowing
heard
full
what
well
it
it sounds.
sounds- yeah.
Yeah, knowing full well,
You
but
guys
not
not
like
so.
trying to not like out it too much, but being like it probably sounded different, you know.
But yes, yes. Look, all joking aside, but it's a ridiculous voice. But all joking aside, I understand what you mean. You want to, you know, they've been trapped for a while. You want them to help them restore them to their glory days, but also ensure that, you know, it's not, you know, obvious. So we don't get hunted or don't get pursued or I don't know, just get eaten.
Yes,
What
I
if it
want
goes-
the
So we don't want that.
I want the sort of marriage between what a ship might look like and what we can give it so that it can drive itself, you know, steer itself, have that function back, have the freedom.
And Tinker looks at the cannon on his arm that he hasn't turned back into a backpack, by the way. He's still got the. it's
Still
like,
there.
Maybe we just need more propulsion.
Maybe. But I thought I would ask if you had any ideas. I know you have some good sketching capabilities. And she moves towards the door because she is also done with this conversation. And like Nyla, she's going to start shutting it.
Tinker just watches you go.
Yeah, like a very kind of
Without
slow, like
actually-
he's not going to say anything. Okay, we're
No,
done.
no, he just watches. He just watches you go. And when you close the door and goes,
What an odd woman.
Forrest, when you come up on deck, you do see Trish is currently at the wheel, trying to maintain the current heading.
Hey, oh, Trish.
Hey, Forrest.
I've got to focus on this stick, he says, waving it about.
Ah, I see. You seem to be focusing on it a lot. Why?
Oh, I don't know. It's a good stick. Is there another reason?
She cocks her head to the side. And what makes a good stick a good stick?
Well, you know, that's a good question.
I got talk of the forest going.
Oh, there we go.
right, the rest of us are just going to leave the table for an hour.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah, yeah.
we'll
Hold
be
on.
back
After we
later,
take your headsets off.
No, it's not really that hard. All you do is you see a stick and you pick it up, and the stick tells you if it's a good one.
Fair enough. Okay. And what does this stick tell you?
Was a real good stick. It feels really old. That's usually a sign of a good stick to start off with. Also, look, it's shiny. That's really nice.
And Trish sort of like leans in and looks at the stick a little bit, and
Yeah, look, see, it's all like... All the little leafy bits are all actually like sharp and shiny. It's rather nice.
can Trish investigate the stick?
What are you trying to discern? Or are you just giving it a peruse?
It's more of how normal is this stick?
Make an investigation check.
What the hell's investigation? There it is. Very normal, apparently.
Yeah, it's a pretty looking
It's a
stick.
nice
It looks
stick.
like someone had an arts and crafts project.
So, yeah, Trish goes, look, it's a good stick. I don't think it's an amazing stick.
Well, amateurs.
Wow. Wow.
You
think that's
Bard
most
always
people-
used to say that. Amateurs.
Amazing.
Some people didn't like his sticks. That's what he said about them. So that's what I say about you. How
Other
goes
side-
the round thing?
the room. What? Sorry, I missed that.
The round thing that you're using there.
The round thing, the wheel.
Sure, if that's what you want to call it.
This steers the ship. It makes sure we're on the right heading, and she points to the compass, and this here will point us like north.
Oh, aye.
So we want to travel north, so we got to make sure the little arrow stays on the N.
Sorry, did you say north?
Yes,
When Tinker clearly said northwest.
she heard north.
We are going straight to that thing. It's gonna be amazing. Nice.
Tinker has a keen mind. He would know if he was on deck if he was going north or northwest. When
But
he
he's
took over.
not on deck.
Well,
She might have got distracted with maybe riding home.
So, right, so we're following this needle.
Yes.
Oh. And you use this thing to point the boat
Yep.
at things.
And then
Right.
she's gonna spin the wheel to the starboard side.
Oh.
Which would be to
That
the
would-
right.
Oh,
That's
to the
yeah,
right.
to the
So
right.
more to the
It's
east
the
and
wrong
the
going
way.
more north now, baby.
Right, so feeling this movement,
And
this
then
excessive movement.
Tinker violently
In the wrong
opens his
direction.
window, looks
Yeah.
around. You're heading almost northeast now.
but
What is she
Trish
doing?
is also moving it to the port side to show that this is directing. And
Oh.
she's like, "Have a go for us. Put your hand here,
Yep.
and then if you want it to move to your left, which is this hand,
Yeah, aye. Right.
you just move it that way."
Wee.
At this point, Tinker's being thrown around as he's trying to climb the stairs because he's only a little boy.
Muriel like stumbles up the stairs right before Tinker. Like, everything all right?
What's going on? Are we under attack? What are we trying to avoid?
This is way more fun than a cat.
I'm teaching Forrest how to drive.
No, Forrest, stop.
Oh,
Oh, okay, first of all, Forrest, that was a brilliant first drive. Well done. That was fantastic.
oh, thank you. Trish showed me how to spin the wheel.
Well, that's good, but we don't want to spin it all the time because we want to make sure we're moving in a certain direction. So you see,
And Tinker will point to the compass and he would point northwest at the northwest point. He goes,
that's where we want to go. That's where we want the needle pointing.
Oh, you said north.
Oh, but Trish, you said it had to point this way.
I.
Hey now, Trish.
Oh, aye, she was very clear.
Oh, were you now, Trish?
As she's gonna shove the piece of paper that she was writing home into her pocket. Yes, I was paying attention the whole time.
I bet you were.
and he taps the compass, which is still pointing in another direction other than northwest.
Well, Forrest has still got the wheel, doesn't he? So
Okay, now gently, Forrest, gently.
All right. Following the instructions. We'll get it
Eventually, you
pointed
get
the
it
right
to point
direction.
northwest again.
Now,
There we
no
go.
more shenanigans.
That's not so hard. Thanks, Trish.
And
I'm
then
gonna
Actually,
go-
a good idea, actually.
Hey?
And Tinker sort of goes back. He sort of goes back down, comes out with a rope, and ties up the wheel a little bit so it's locked.
I mean, it does have like a spoke, like a lever on the
Oh,
side.
does it? Oh, sweet.
Oh, it's got a
yeah.
wheel
Like-
lock. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
even realize. So Tinker engages the wheel lock. It's like,
Yeah. Now, no one has to hold on to it.
It's a
And then
little-
you hear,
Oh.
Ah! Why can't I move?
Oh,
Take
yeah.
off the wheel lock.
You're locked as wiggle.
Oh,
Oh, that was terrifying.
Tinker puts it back on again.
Ah!
Tinker.
What? It was funny.
Tinker takes it off again.
What's happening to me?
I honestly
Sorry,
don't know.
fish.
I'll go talk to him.
Seeing that Forrest and Tinker's near the wheel, Trish is like, I have a letter I need to write. And she's like, you guys good? Yeah, you good?
You just told me to go away. So
I mean, you taught Forrest how to drive.
I need to sit with my stick.
Forrest needs to concentrate on his stick.
All right, so she comes back. She comes back.
Chris, you can write your letter home. Go for it. Just keep an eye on the compass.
And she's taken over from Forrest, but she's not actually have any hands on the wheel. She's actually has her tail around the bottom.
Keep an eye on the compass. Come on, honestly, it's not a hard job.
You
Yes,
had
yes.
one job.
And then
Out-
to stir Tinker up a little bit, she goes, so we're going north.
West.
Okay, I understand. Northwest. Northwest. Okay, yeah.
Tinker activates his spring step slops, bounces up, pats Trish on the head. Good little Raja. And then and bounds away.
Wow. Look at her, she
So
shook
just
it.
watch as like
wait, when... Oh, sorry. This was on me. Trish, when you checked over the staff, did you touch it?
Yes.
You take 1 point of cold damage.
oh shit.
As you feel a sudden sear of pain on the back of your neck.
This is why you don't talk to me.
Oh, hang on. Trish would have done more now since that would have happened.
Yeah, sorry, that was on me for missing.
Huh.
All right.
That's interesting.
She's gonna grab her neck.
Mhm. And your mark is freezing cold.
Mark? Excuse me?
So as she's doing that, she's gonna just pretend she's sort of scratching the back of her neck at this point in time. Trying not
Did
show
she
you any
disguise getting hurt? Or was there like a... Did she cover the pain?
Yeah, I think she would try to hide the pain that she was in, definitely. She asks Forrest to bring the stick back, and just hold it up front of her for a second.
Sure. I mean, it's a good stick. Why is everyone suddenly really interested in it?
It just felt different to me.
Sure, be my guest.
It didn't feel like a normal stick.
Well, obviously not.
Oh.
It's a top 5
It's
stick.
it's a good
Yeah,
stick.
it's within the top 5. Come on.
She's gonna take out.
Mhm.
What is she gonna do? I don't have what I thought I had. Actually, no. She's got some cloth there, so she's gonna pull out the cloth and use the cloth as like a barrier between her and the stick.
Okay. seems fine.
Okay.
Hmm.
Forrest, can you just take hold of the wheel for a second? I need to go talk to our friends downstairs.
Sure, I can do that.
Yes. It might be something related to, like, Tinker and I, a bit more dragon sort of related. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it could be. And
I don't know what you're talking about, Trish, but do what you need to do. I'll hold the wheel for you.
awesome. And she walks straight down to Nyla.
Okay. You go down to knock on Nyla's door.
Yep.
She opens it. She blinks a couple of times. She looks a bit queasy from the sudden rocking. And she looks up and says, "Did your wings grow back?" Sorry. What do you need? And she looks over. She's looking like genuinely worried about Vanya, who's still pretty much unconscious in the hammock.
If she's pretty much unconscious, can I come in? I've got something I want to talk about.
Sure. And like holds the door open. You can see that like a backpack and a pile of clothes. It's very clear that Nyla has slept on the floor.
Oh. She takes off the amulet to show her true form.
Yeah.
And she goes, Forrest has this stick. And as like,
Yeah,
don't touch it. The
no,
fang.
what's that stick?
No, this
And she
is the
looks at
different stick.
staff.
Don't touch it because
Okay, I wasn't going to anyway, but sure.
no, it hurt me. As soon as I laid a finger on it,
Yeah, it looks pointy.
No, it gave me damage. And then she's like, look, I've been marked. And then she shows the mark to her.
And Nyla just looks at you like, yes.
Yep.
So
And then,
have I. That's
Yes.
why we're out here.
yes, I want you to put your hand on my mark.
On your mark.
Yep. And I'm going to touch this and just feel what happens. And she replicates. She's going to
All right. And she like carefully puts like a couple of like just fingertips on the back of your neck.
And she goes, grabs the staff, full hand.
Mm-hmm. You take 6 points of cold damage.
This
Ooh,
time
that's a good one.
she really winces in pain.
Yeah, and Nyla, you can see like from her eyes go wide. She's still in her disguised form, but her eyes go wide. It went freezing cold.
Yeah. This is dangerous to us.
Yeah, but why? And she like she looks at you, and then she grabs the staff. She takes 4 points of cold damage and goes ah, and you can almost see like frost forming on her trousers.
Oh, okay.
She's got like on the side of her thigh.
Yep.
There's like a little spot of frost almost.
Okay. Do you know much about magic or anything? I don't think I've read anything like this back when I was training.
No, this doesn't make any sense at all, really. It's... Why? Why does it hurt the marks?
I've got
It'd be
it.
one thing if it hurt us, but it's very specific.
Look, we could do a bit of.
What about Tinker? Has he touched this?
I'm assuming yes.
And he's
But
fine? He didn't mention
I-
anything?
Nothing was mentioned to me. Forrest is walking around with it, no problem at all. So
I don't like it. We need to know what this is.
yeah, I don't want the rest of the group to actually be handling this much more.
Well, if it's not dangerous to them, that's one thing. But if we don't even know what this is, and she looks over at Vanya, who's currently like half awake listening. And Nyla will say, Vanya, do you know any way to figure out what this is? And she'll just say, if I had my stuff, I could probably figure it out.
Look, I know you and I haven't seen eye to eye on a few things, but we can agree that this is too dangerous just to be left somewhere or let someone else figure out what it is. We need to figure it out, right?
Yeah, but how? I don't know how to do it. Like, I picked up a couple of tricks in school. I took a bunch of extracurricular in bonecraft, but I don't know how to figure out what things are, besides reading in books. But we don't exactly have a library.
No, we don't. What if...
Is that forest starfishing?
It's actually like I don't think I wasn't fully aware that she was taking the stick, so maybe he's just like, where has it gone?
He's like so
completely
focused
left
on
the
his
wheel.
real task. Is
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we let Tinker.
Yeah, sure. Just keep an eye on it if it goes weird, I guess. I'm gonna be honest, I'm more curious than scared right now.
Oh, I'm scared. I am 100% scared because if they can weaponize this, well, there is other magic out there that can do that to us. It could lead to our extinction.
God, I think you're going to worst case scenarios quite quickly.
Doomsday!
But I get being afraid.
Once again, Trish, so relatable.
But if you assume Tinker's had a look, hasn't he figured out what it is yet?
You probably would have heard Tinker when he was holding it, sort of, ranting about how he doesn't have the right equipment to figure it out, and then he needs something like Pearl-like to figure it out.
Trish would have heard that.
He probably would have been sort of like ranting to himself in some way, shape, or form, possibly.
Well, in that case, maybe we should go knock on Tinker's door.
Nyla says, I'm gonna stay here, but keep me posted.
Will do. And knock.
So holding a cloth-wrapped stick, Trish is standing outside your door, Tinker.
So after the knocks, you hear hold on, so many visitors there, and you hear a couple of muffled crashes. You definitely you've heard this sound before, much to your horror, of like a bookcase falling and like books like going. You hear that essentially, like, and then you almost hear like the closing of like a lid, and then you finally hear this, and then the door opens. Oh, Trish. Oh, and the stick. Oh, I'm surprised Forrest let you take it away.
Where is it?
Oh, quick, you better get in quick. You come in and the room's like just normal. Like there's nothing wrong with the room at all.
I think he's got like a weird noise machine just to throw people off.
Oh my god.
You don't see him shuffle his feet or a
It's a
couple
little
more
sound
rocks
effect
that he's
box.
just done magical tinkering on, just go under the bed. It's literally just made noise rocks.
That's
So
amazing,
Tinker, you've looked at this Right.
Yes, but I need. So I figured out that if I just get the light right and I refract like a strong light through like a pearl or something onto an item, I can kind of see past what it appears to be and discern what its potential can be. It's really weird. Honestly, I don't know how I do it really, but I don't have a pearl with me. I just can't do it.
You don't have a pearl.
No, is that not what I just said?
And she sort of goes, "What if I have a pearl?"
Then I could figure out what this is, and I'd be upset on you holding out on me.
Now, I've got a question for you, Tinker.
Is it how upset I'm going to be?
No, did this didn't hurt you or twinge at you when you touched it, or
What, the thought of you having a pearl and not allowing me to have the pearl?
no? The
Does that
stick,
hurt?
the
Oh,
stick.
Tinker just takes it out of your hands. No?
And
Yeah,
like,
he's holding it. fine.
as you wave her around, she's like takes steps back, like she's.
Are you okay? It's just a stick.
It's more than just a stick.
Yes, it's a magical staff. We'll figure that out, but you need to spend hours just sort of vibe checking the staff to figure out what it can do. Like, to actually use it. It won't do anything. See? Not doing
She's
anything.
like up against the door at this point.
Okay, all right. Sorry.
Look, when I touched it, it hurt me.
Did you get a splinter?
No, I became cold.
That's weird. Actually, now that you mention it, Morel had a bit of an odd reaction to it as well.
She did,
Yeah, a little bit.
and she's grabs at the pearl.
You have one
pearl.
but not. Right. give me the pearl.
How long will this take?
Oh, not long.
I want to be here the whole time. And she sits down and starts like grabs out like some paper and a pen, and she's ready to take notes.
These cabins are tiny, aren't they, Josie?
They're actually not too tiny. They're
Okay.
about like 15 by 20 feet or something.
Oh, that's pretty good.
No, they're 10 by 15. So they're like regular bedroom size.
That's
almost.
pretty roomy for a ship, yeah.
Yeah, it's
well,
actually really
yeah,
nice.
It's
yeah.
a big ship.
Yeah.
They're like private cabins in a ship.
Mhm.
They're not super spacious, but you've got all the necessities that you could want,
Very
accommodations.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hold on. I'm not going to just identify Forrest's stick when he's not here. Come on, let's take it upstairs. We'll figure it out up there. It's his stick.
Um,
Tinker's already he's gone around you and he's walking out the door.
Forrest!
Using the stick to like
Forrest!
hold or
Hey,
set a distance.
Tinker, I think Trish took my stick.
It's okay, I've got it now.
Oh, you do?
Tinker's walking up the stairs with it.
Hey, that's my stick.
Mirel sees you all gathering and just kind of silently takes over the wheel as you all
Now look, Forrest, Trish gave me this pearl, so I can figure out what it is now.
Oh. It's a stick, Tinker.
Oh, but I'll tell you just exactly what type of stick it is.
Oh, now that is some good. That's some good things. Stuff. Do it.
And
good
yeah,
things stuff.
Tinker must identify.
I will also say, Mirel,
Yeah.
you see the pearl that Tinker's waving around, and it's an Algean pearl.
Where did you get that, Tinker?
A friend gave it to me.
All right.
Wow, not throwing her under the bus.
Trish will remember that.
You gotta think of it right. There's only so many people on the ship. So
There's like,
Yeah, Mirel's
said
would
earlier
Forrest
you
have a
did not
pearl?
have a pearl.
No. Just using your we're narrowing it down, guys.
Anyway,
so Tinker, you're
will
gonna identify.
finally must
Are you going to cast it as it is, or use the ritual version?
He will cast it.
Because
the
ritual
takes.
just says the 10 minutes, but you don't spend a spell slot.
Yeah, we'll do it that way. Why not?
Okay, so you sit
Yeah.
down with it, you hold the pearl, you do your various tinkering. Maybe you have like various types of measurement tools. And you just look this thing over, scribble notes. You all see Tinker tinkering.
You actually see something interesting. So as he is looking this thing over, he keeps like fiddling with his monocle, which is just a monocle. Like that's all it is. But you can swear, like as he sort of plays with it a bit, you swear you see like his eye, like the color of his eye flash different colors as he's looking at the item.
That's cool.
Just the one behind the monocle though.
Hey,
Okay.
Tinker! What does it say about its power level?
It's over.
It's
Tinker. 10 minutes pass. And as time progresses, all of you, I think even for Tinker, he would have a hard time maintaining a poker face. As the information is gleaned, as he writes it down, there are various effects surrounding this staff. It is not simply a staff, but this is the stuff of legends, Tinker. One of the few times you've actually engrossed yourself in books. You remember a legend, history, masked in half-truths, urban legends, and hearsay. What could this be? Is this? It is. What you hold in your hand, Tinker, is one of the legendary 27 dynamic armaments of yore. Powerful artifacts that have existed since before the known history.
Oh shit.
It's a good stick.
It's a really
Top
good
5.
Top
And we-
27 in the world.
we were gonna feed it to the shit.
I was gonna fit
This would not have worked. This is a legendary artifact.
Oh, it's unbreakable, essentially.
Mm.
This Tinker has several effects, and you learn its name. Branch of Eternity.
Ooh,
Right.
Mm.
nice name.
It is. That's
While
very-
attuned to this staff, a person can hold it aloft, pointing it towards the sky, and if they swing it down towards the left, their left-handed side, they can cast a haste spell. If
Hold
they
on,
swing
I'm-
it down to the right, well, I'm giving you some flavor text. There is an actual item.
Okay, sweet.
I'm giving
Cool.
you some flavor. If one holds it towards the sky and swings it to the right, it can cast a slow spell. These things can only be done once each per day. But there are caveats. This branch grants whoever wields it a sliver of eternity. The person holding it becomes ageless, but thus cannot benefit from any spell or effect that would alter their time, for better or worse. They cannot be magically aged. They cannot be under the effect of slow or haste. They can act normally if someone in the vicinity casts Time Stop. But having read the stories, whoever wields one of the 27 dynamic armaments of yore have always vanished or been murdered. A spoken curse that whoever uses one of these objects will find despair. They will be hunted by those who want the items.
Eaten by a ship.
or eaten by a ship. There is no story as far as Tinker knows where someone who has one of these legendary pieces keeps it for any length of time. It is either lost, or the person is lost, or killed.
You said that they can't benefit from haste or slow, even the one that it casts itself?
Exactly.
Huh. Interesting.
I'm gonna
So
get
those
distract one.
those of you who are curious, you can go and in D&D Beyond, you can search
Yeah.
up a branch of eternity.
Right.
Cool.
So, as Tinker starts figuring it out, he starts writing. He starts off writing quickly, but then it just slows and eventually stops. And he kind of like he puts all the pieces together just mentally, and he closes the book slowly without his usual sort of snappy sort of pace. He goes, Forest.
Eh?
This is not a good stick.
What do you mean? Of course it is.
I mean, well, it's a good stick. But it's a very, very bad stick.
I don't understand what you mean. It's either a good stick or it's not a good stick. And I know good sticks. That's a good stick.
I don't doubt that you know that this is a good stick. But this thing perverts the laws of nature. This stick can almost manipulate time. This is the branch of eternity. Does that no one else would clock that
Yeah, I
name,
was
or-
gonna ask.
Yeah,
Can I do
like-
a history check? Like,
Yeah.
surely.
That
Forest.
sounds cool.
Forrest would immediately have heard the name before.
Oh,
Having grown up in Carpentry Town, essentially, it's the stuff of legends. It would be something, whenever someone makes something and people start, it would be an exclamation of being humble. If someone says, wow, you've made a masterpiece, someone might say, it's no branch of eternity. It's the most exquisite piece of carpentry ever to be seen. But you would also have heard people mention that it's dangerous, but it is used to showcase the height of something. So you would definitely heard it be referred to as something great, but that people don't necessarily actually want.
you know, I've heard of that. People back at home used to say it. They used to mention it all the time.
I will say, Trish and Mirel, you can make history checks.
Yes.
Yep.
Ooh, 15?
Yeah.
15.
Trish says it's got a letter.
Okay. I will let you both know that even with those rolls, you will learn a little piece of something. None of you have heard of the Branch of Eternity. Mirel, you've heard about a different item. One that is almost inherently hidden in fear.
Okay.
In your youth, when people would speak ill of your father, they would sometimes refer to it that he might as well brandish the broken crown of the crawling king.
Okay.
And it is an object that allows you to force your own will upon others at horrible detriment. Mirel, this staff, hearing Tinker describe what it does, it halts change. Trish, in your case, you've read about something that's seemingly mundane compared to what Tinker's described. You've heard the name of a great hammer that was lost within the Worm Crest, and some people are still looking for it. It was called the Bell of Dawn, a great hammer that sang out like a massive bronze bell whenever it would strike. And sometimes down in the tunnels of the Worm Crest, people swear they still hear bells ringing, like a grand church bell, just before someone dies.
So, Forrest, you know how I said before you should sit down and get to know this stick.
Sure.
I don't think you should anymore.
You don't think so?
If what I heard is true, what I read, this stick could be cursed. Whoever has used this, wielded its power, has either been lost to time, been murdered, or worse.
And on that note, as you're sitting there hearing this, moving towards your next destination, that is where we're going to wrap up for today, because Cuddly has lost power.
Yeah, I was gonna say the fact that we actually caught it go
Dark
dark. Look at
morale,
that.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
the fact that the
yeah.
light went before the internet connection.
Yeah,
That's pretty
interesting.
amazing.
Yeah.
We've got a limited time before everything gets junked.
But this, we are actually at end time.
Yeah, there you go.
So it was Cuddly, don't
Very
worry, perfect
interesting.
timing.
Yeah, all good, Cuddly. All
There we
good.
go.
There she goes. Oh well, now we're all over the place.
We're all over the place. This is terrible.
This is awkward.
awful.
Yeah, this is a little awkward.
Hi.
You can just throw in an extra for a moment.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
You know, they
Oh.
can see some green screen. Oh no!
Oh,
No!
The-
They see the
no.
magic.
Oh no!
You can't not behind the scenes.
Never
You-
behind the
No, the magic. What about my immersion?
We're,
Uh-oh.
And, oh,
rip.
it's all right.
There we go.
What?
Please hold.
That'll do.
Yeah, it's fine. It works
There you
out.
go. Wrong spots, but good enough.
It's
Good
fine.
enough.
But thank you all for joining us today as these grand revelations, these strange item was revealed.
How long were you just waiting for us to finally cast Identify on that thing?
So long.
Dude, we spent like
That was-
half the stream just like boop, 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 around it. Like
Yeah, but I also loved it, and I
it was
gonna
also
stop you.
great.
We had good
It
fun
was
with
great
it.
for character building. There will be
100%.
sessions where there's no character, like where there's almost no RP, and
It was
Yeah.
fun just to use spells in silly ways, like Grease, Feather,
Yeah.
Fall, Flight. Like that was
it was
good.
great. You got to showcase some of the new stuff as well. We got to see Trish fly for a little bit.
Mhm.
Sorry if I clipped your wings there, but
Oh,
I just couldn't help when you were like, "I'm gonna run down and show Nyla," and I was like, "Well, no, you're not."
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
I mean, one minute is really not that long when you count it out.
No.
No. And you also were first flapping your wings while hanging from a window. Then you crashed. Then you bragged about them, and then you ran down. Yeah,
Oh,
but you've now unlocked, the sub quest, or like like in the task section.
yeah.
You've got the 27 dynamic armaments of yore.
Like the
It's
second
a
you
cool
started.
name.
Oh yeah, like loved it. I was like wanting to type it all down. I'm like, oh,
Look,
no, it'll be in the
Yeah.
item thing. But like you started describing the spells like the haste. And I was like, oh, so this is what we're meant to use to get the boat to speed up. I was like, well,
I mean,
there
you
you
could.
go. But then you talked about the other side of it. I'm like, ooh, no, Tinker has more self-control than that. Nope, not
Like
gonna.
they're all super powerful items, but that's
Yeah.
also how they are coveted,
Mm.
and they have like they're very much like pros and cons. Yes, they will give you uber powers situationally, and situationally it will be used against you.
Mm.
What was the name of that bell one?
It was called the Bell of Dawn. Hold on,
Trish is definitely not watching
Bell of
this.
Dawn.
It was
And
the
then we
broken
had-
crown
there
of
was
the
the bell of-
crawling king. Is that right?
The Broken Crown of the Crawling King,
Crawling King. Interesting.
which is a name that I was like, that's so cool. I gotta
So-
use that.
It is.
We need to do a Skyrim, right, and collect all these, and
Absolutely.
then just find a cave somewhere in the world and just put them on shelves.
Yep.
No, we just make shelves in the boat.
You're right. We already have our cave. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, but they're all like, you know, got that classic like, oh, the truth about them, no one really knows, and people go missing. It's and stuff like that. But
I mean, it could always be one of those things where things pass into legend and the lore of it gets, you know, it gets kind of like
it gets
blown out through a game of telephone.
exaggerated,
Yeah.
and then exaggerated, and then exaggerated.
And there's probably a kernel of truth in there, but not necessarily what the stories tell.
Yes.
Very
But
interesting.
yes, I'll just these are super powerful items that come with caveats, is all.
Yeah, that's cool.
And that you're very likely, if someone finds out you have them, it's very likely information's gonna spread real fast.
We are just accruing things very rapidly that people want
Yeah.
or will try and take us out for. So, you know, just add
Yeah.
one to the list.
Yeah.
I'd like to see someone try to take Tinker's gauntlets off him. You bop him.
Bop him. Bop him.
Twist him.
But I hope you had
Push.
fun today, my friends. I
Oh,
hope you
yeah.
enjoyed this little RP session.
Yes.
Good little silly
Yeah.
session. Loved it.
Good little silly session.
Mm.
And we will see next week, perhaps, if the crew can figure out why did the staff hurt some of the people.
Yeah, there's some
I've got theories.
interesting things.
You got theory.
Yeah,
I love
Tinker has a
that.
theory or two.
I have no theories whatsoever.
I mean, it's fair that you don't,
Yeah,
because the
no, it's
other
great.
two have like dragon lore.
Yeah, no, and I'm just a big dumb boy.
A game theory.
My worry right now is how do we convince Forrest that it's not. It's a good stick, but don't
It's
don't-
an amazing stick,
don't
but it's
spend too much time with it. Yeah, and keep it in the bag, but like don't cuddle up to it at night. Sort of stick.
Just gonna
Speaking
say,
of bags, Tinker's bag of holding,
His forever bag, you mean?
his forever bag, he's
Is-
probably realized by now that he can't seem to put anything more into it. It seems somehow full.
somehow.
Sorry, hold on. Hey, whoa. The bag of holding,
Yeah,
theoretically
yeah,
infinite.
yeah. But
infinite.
when you go to try and put something in it, it's like you can't. Like it's preventing you. You can take things out of it.
But he can't. If it's full, he has to think about, because the whole point of a bag of holding is you need to know what you're taking out of it to be able to find it.
Yeah,
Is this filled with water?
maybe.
Jokes.
Maybe think seawater and put your hand in.
Maybe.
Wait, I have the best idea on how to get this boat moving faster.
You're gonna immerse the fish in seawater.
He's just gonna point the bag of holding up the bow, stick a finger in it, and go and think of seawater. It's just gonna propel us forward, right? Right.
Speaking of propelling, we're gonna propel all of you, my friends, in a raid.
Ooh.
It's
Where
been
would
great
we be
having you all
going?
here. we're going to go to Sleepy Dan, who's playing Persona 4 Golden for the first time.
Oh shit!
Well, there you go.
That's
a good game. That's a good game. Thank you all for being here. I've been Josie Poser, the Dungeon Mistress. Cuddly Raptor, who played Mirel, has temporarily left us for the ether. We have Wettistorm, who's played Trish Smotherborn. Aussie Devfro, who played Tinker Slobbersnout. And we had Roju for Participation Award, playing Forrest Sparkley. And remember, you too can join our fan art competition on Discord.
Yes.
Just follow our socials. But until next time, people, have a great time.
Good night.
We'll see you in the future. Good night, good evening, and good day.
Bye.
Bye.